As you
Way
all,
ahead of you.
as you guys gather, as you guys we're gonna start off with Tiger. Sorry, Crux. Who is the character you're playing?
So I am playing a level 6 open paw monk named Hayaka.
And describe what they look like and tell me, how did they die?
So, it says here, Hayaka is a 5'2" ginger tabaxi, covered head to toe in brown Mindy patterns, making her resemble quite a lot like a humanoid Mindy tiger. Her long, fluffy tail looks like flames when she runs. I think as far as how she died, I don't think it was anything too glamorous. She just went down, doing her best to try to protect the people of Tajima, and she was struck down by one of the various like big tiger enemies that were scattered throughout the first siege.
Was it a Pisacha, those giant tiger, like a feminine, like muscular yokai, or was it an actual like tiger or an 8-legged tiger, a Shirava? Excellent, Pisacha.
I think the first one for sure.
Perfect. What about you, Mimicry? Tell me about your character and describe them, and then tell me, how did they die?
I'm playing Zorha Scene, who is a banneret fighter. She is a Shioan elf from old Tajima, so she's been around a while. I'm gonna guess that she's moderately tall, given that she's been a fighter most of that time. She's got black hair that's all parted to one side and fairly long. I'm just going off the small little.
That's alright. That's okay.
That wasn't much of a description.
No, sorry, no, like that. Like I know it's very much. I'm throwing you guys in the pit with these characters.
I will say that she died right in the midst of battle, like cheering people forward, trying to do what she would think that Teiko would do, as she looks up to Teiko, or looked up to. So, rallying the troops, and she got hit by the Churel curse, and just lived out her days, all in an instant, just aged to death in a moment.
And lastly, what about you, Wayne? Tell us about your character and how they died.
Okay, I really hope I pronounced this correctly. I am playing, oh god, hold on. It's so late that my brain can't function in terms, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, because
Sundartegh, is that correct?
If you want to, you call it Sundartegh, or your son, even.
Sundar. I'll do Sundar. With Sundar, how... Sundar is a Tajman guard with family back home and somewhere else, and so he's back here to his home. He's a Rune Knight fighter, much like Piyar, and I believe that the way that he died was mainly not by a curse or anything, but just by fighting off so many threats, like so many of the yokai that were threatening the camp itself. That he just exhausted everything and gave his all to protect what he knew and what he cared about. No curse, just straight fighting, as fighters do.
Just went kicking. And as you all wait in the halls, Chifu, describe to me what your moments were like before I describe what happens. How do you... Were you rushing
Probably
to
a moment.
Saikuja or sorry, go on.
He's probably trying to get up to some antics of anything that from the last group C1 he found there was an opportunity that they could pull some leverage. So he was probably trying to exploit that a bit more, especially from like the sea travel and stuff like that, of going around the fights and more to direct and bringing people to direct areas instead. And that would probably, and I'd say probably like he's more focused than usual, and that everyone has probably seen a side of him that they never do spot, where he's actually very serious, and that he's, when interacting with people, he's very aware of what they're good of, like where they excel, and will quickly remind them of that. Whereas he had always known that about each person, but he would do things to quietly like move people forward in the direction of that for them to realize themselves. Now he's just not gambling with that. He's not letting people gamble with the self-discovery of what they're good at. He's more trying to force them, not force them, but like to just say, you are good at this. We need you to do this right now.
And as you are inspiring and pushing on and leading, there's a sudden sense of dread. As soon as you step onto your crab claw folding bow, you feel a tear through the weave. As out steps Aurora. And as she...
And the Kodama immediately throw a dart right at her.
As they go to throw the dart, it is dashed out of the air by a bolt of lightning. Actually, no. Sorry, I lie. The dart hits Aurora. But as you get that one hit, is there anything else you do as you instinctively react to strike at Aurora?
Chifu is hesitant on it, so it's very distinctly the Kodama attack immediately, and so he's kind of foolishly in the mindset of no, we need this person, and trying to bargain basically in a scenario of like a person standing between or getting in between two fighting dogs is what's happening. Like nothing good is going to come from it. And so yeah, that's it. That's the importance of like mentioning the Kodama without hesitation go to attack.
Mhm.
And Chief is putting himself in the way of Nani and Aurora.
And as like the Kodama are put in front, trying to, as they form this barrier, they look to the tears in the weave, and they want to step forward. They want to lurch into it, but before they even get a chance, as that tear, as she stands there waiting for you, another tear appears before you as she pulls at the threads in the air, and you watch as Umako, like a purple bolt of lightning, rushes through the tear. And even before you get a chance to turn, to realize what's happened, the flash takes you to the guild hall. As Chifu, as Piyar, Zorha, Sundar, and I can't remember the other character. What was Hayaka? That was it. As you all wait in line with a bunch of different spirits, a bunch of different spectral forms, Hitodama, just bobbing up and down as they were these astral Sheehan elf, perfect Sheehan elf forms, walk around, gliding around, offering help and assistance to all the as you all gathered and are waiting in line. You stand in Tajma's guild halls. As like but instead of the decorations, the wallpaper, the walls are lacquered wood, decorated with the wood carvings of your entire life, from going clockwise from the first time your eyes open to the last time they close. As you look at those walls, I'm gonna ask you, what is one story that like you see and has your full attention as like you move through, based on a specific emotion from any time of your character's life? As I'm gonna come to you in a moment, as you are thinking on those stories, you'd see, or looking at those stories, you see lavender bushes and orange blossom trees growing along the walls all of the guild hall, as the line guides to a door where a desk blocks a path forward, as a dia lamp, like the other dia lamps, the socket, the fireflies that are these white flames and with wings float and fly around, offering their help as you would fill your forms. The line moves forward as you feel the words four times. It's echoed through you as everything is going to be okay fills you, as you feel yourselves in this what might hopefully is a cozy and warm place. As starting off with you, Zorha, with a 6, what is a moment of unrelenting embarrassment?
I'm so glad I got this one. Alright. So, Zorha's hand runs over the imagery on the wall. It drifts past their partner, the Miss Kiran-born tiefling, whom she came to Tajma with, and a moment early on in a relationship with her, well, predating it, in which they were having a casual chat as friends, and this tiefling started describing the sort of person she was interested in and would be interested in continuing a life with, of which she was describing Zorha herself to a T, and Zorha just listened on and didn't catch on, and to which she replied, "Good luck with that," and then left to only figure it out later that day.
Go sorry.
Oh no, sorry. I was just dead silence for a while. I was just hoping it was coming through.
Oh no, is right. As you think on that story of embarrassment, Sundar, you have a story of delectable glee. Can you think of a moment that comes to mind? That's for you, Wayne, I think.
I'm so sorry, my nose is bleeding.
Oh shit, no, okay,
Oh, no.
you wipe that while I'm gonna ask...
I'm sorry.
No, sorry. While you sort that out, Hayaka, tell me about one moment of gleeful... one moment of glee.
One moment of the gleeful memory that Hayaka is saying is one of when she when she saw Piyar's hair, and it just was so Hayaka was just so taken aback by it, and she just thought it was so pretty and lovely looking, and it just her all the shiny beads within her. It just after the having to flee Aisato due to some very unfortunate gambling issues, the sight of Piyar's hair was a nice little joy that she felt after a tragic situation.
Let me know when your nosebleed is sorted out.
Okay.
Or is it you good?
Because I think it stopped like right as I said like, oh my god, my nose is bleeding, because like it was starting to bleed earlier, but I didn't want to say anything.
It's alright. No, it's okay. Go on. Your moment of glee.
So I think for Sundar, it's also relating to PR, mainly instead of like, you know, her beauty, it's her capabilities. When he, you know, saw her get big and like use the same tactics that he does, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know, it's that sense of camaraderie, especially since he's kind of a stranger to these lands. Like from what I'm seeing, he's not born. He's not born here. He's not raised here. To see that similarity, he felt more. He felt more like a part of this place, even though he was so separate from it first. There, no matter how far you travel, there is always going to be somebody like you.
Yeah.
And that, you know, that connection there is, it helped him feel, you know, not as
Alone.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as alone.
That's all too common. But as you're filled with that like almost a camaraderie, we're gonna go to Piyar. As you feel, or as you look at a memory of unbridled joy. Tell me about it.
I'm trying to think. Unbridled joy. It would probably be. It was always at home with her mom and dad. It was always with them all in the kitchen, because cooking was family time, and that's whenever, you know, they were always there, and her dad was always joking around, and her mom would, you know, be playing that her dad should calm down, but she would smile, and like she would chase him, and but at the same time, like, she loved it, and like it was just always the banter between the three of them that just always made her just feel like so free and just so comfortable.
Just beyond miss that banter, that unbridled, that unwavering freedom to say and joke about what you wished.
She has for a while, and like, but she's started to find that again with Taiga.
Good. And as you think on those memories, as you feel your forms take their shapes again, you feel your Hitodama forms take on the shape of your true forms as you were in life, in your moments of death. As you move along, you'd see the silhouette of of your friends and of Tajima. As you were leaving, you'd see Neko Io. As all of you would have seen him, he would have had having a conversation with Haruki. As he would leave, Neko Io would say, as the last things that leave his lips that would reach your ears would be, "It's going to be okay. It's happened. Those behind us are just a few steps away. Let us take our steps forward and be ready for when they join us." As his warm smile, his warm crackle leave you, Haruki Io was next. As the last words he said before he crossed that door, "I'm sorry that you had to die for Tajima, but thank you for trying." As his hands are pressed together for forgiveness, he'd cross over. And as they made their way forward, you would make your way eventually to the front. As waiting in line, you all would have had handed in your forms and received a mark of your Hokera, as I have yours here, as you had one. You'd filled one out for me, Piyar. As you get this, I'm going to send that to you. But as you all are handed in this information, this notation of what of who you were through life, you all make your way. You all are asked to wait, as Aurora, Umako, and Oran had been seen rushing and running back and forth along the what's it called, through the door, back and forth. You'd all be waiting a while with a bunch of spirits, as the Dia-lamp at the waiting desk, who'd given you your Hokera, and who had told you to wait for the shaman, would exclaim that they're taking quite a while. As he shaking their head, okay, it should be fine. As you'd see, stepping through the doors, three figures. One a tall Royal Navy tiefling Kirin-born, with horns like twisted branches, as their eyes were on black slivers with golden rings, with hair like a mass of untamed waves that curled over their form, draped in kimono fabrics of tattered colors over their form. Ujdar stood there, his scales gleaming, his tail swishing behind him, as his mane purely unkempt, as even on his chest that was exposed there was a slit of a mane going up to his neck. As he stood there, his arms crossed, huffing and puffing, as he stepped through the door, arguing with a young adult, just borderline on the end of their teenage years, a male-presenting young man, a male-presenting person with brown skin, vibrant blue eyes, and a long trailing white ponytail, as with windswept hair that framed their face. A streak of red made a third eye that sat atop their forehead, as a four-layered kimono patterned into the shape of wings was decorating Mashiro's form. As a beaded necklace gently clicked, as on the tassel ends was one yin and one yang. Arguing with Ujdar, the tiefling, the Kirin, about what type of biscuits was best, and also the fact that Mashiro believed every biscuit was the best because it filled his belly. Ujdar believed coconut biscuits were the best. And with them was a small boy, a child with his two front teeth set missing, as his tongue stuck out, his large black eyes with pupils of golden rings, as he wore that armor like that of a little samurai, a little hero, as he wore his hiding splint that was decorated with stars, flowers, and mimicking Oran's patterns. As his mane made curling waves that puffed into clouds that sat on his shoulders, as a katana hilt was sticking at the out of his forehead, making his horn. As Raynor, the Kamainu, was with them, I'm going to send you guys the names. As they join you, the lamp floats and flies towards the three people. Where are the shaman? Oh, they needed a rest. Mashiro exclaims. But don't worry. We've done this we've done this 2 times. I'm sure we'll be able to manage this the third. I'm sure we'll be fine. Wouldn't you agree, Raynor? Yes, I believe we will have no trouble. I will protect them no matter whatever happens. They're safe in my hands, the little Kamainu boy exclaims. As Uchtar huffs, no, I'm certain we should wait. Our Kai will be here soon. They just let them rest. They'll be fine. They're ghosts. They're dead. Where are they going? Uchtar exclaims. These spirits keep exclaiming that time can wait. Why can't they wait for our shaman? It doesn't matter. Uchtar, calm down. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna just guide these spirits on, and hopefully in their visions they're gonna have food for us to eat, and we won't have to share it with them. We'll be fine. Don't worry. As Raynor saluting. It's going to be okay. Like they're tired. We must protect their energy by guiding them. Don't worry, Mr. Lamp. Don't worry. Let's take him. Is everyone ready? The little boy asks as he looks over you all as you're surrounded by a sea of spirits.
I think we're as ready as we can be.
Do we know who these 3 are? Like, recognize them?
No.
By, I guess, no. Okay, so we
By
just see 3.
name, you might, from hearing Umako, Oran, and Aurora mention them, but you've never seen them.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm gonna slap you with keen mind. Yes, I got it.
What does that do? Sorry.
You can accurately recall anything you've seen or heard. We've heard those names.
Mm-hmm.
Assumably, yeah.
With the knowledge of that, Raynor is a Kamainu, Mashiro is a Leiko, and Uchtar is a Kirin. But as they stand there, their forms do not represent what they're, as they take on these humanoid shapes. Their appearance looks similar to how they've been described in reports. But yes, are you saying?
Okay. On that, like, I guess it's just gonna be bitter feelings of if knowing who they are and everything that happened, that the only thing Chifu's gonna kind of put together is, yeah, these asshats killed us on the physical world, as far as he knows. So it just feels kind of like a dirty deal right now. I guess he will kind of approach that because he caught the tail end of, like, we got to escort these spirits on, and he's just gonna kind of like squint his eyes, staring at them a bit. So the deal was, you kill us on another side, so we had to go on this side?
No, that's a bold statement. You got in the way. We didn't kill you.
I got in the way. Why did you
Oh,
Why did you get on my boat then?
Why did I get on your boat? Do you think I'd want to be on your boat? No.
I wish not.
You tell me if you get possessed by people and you have control of your being. Get on your boat. Uchtar exclaims furiously. His nose flaring constantly.
Like, he's pinching the top part of his nose where brow meets, just trying to figure this one out. Okay,
As,
how are you involved over on other side and right here?
as Mashiro stops you for a minute, he pointing his hands up. Give me a minute. As he rushes between Uchstad and pulls Rano. Come on now, look, listen. As I'm asking you all to roll me a perception check to listen in on what they're saying.
A 3, 2 3s. Let's go.
Shifu, you're the only
Yes,
person. Oh,
Shifu!
there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's only 5
All right,
of
I'm
you
gonna say
can
we're
hear.
relying.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
As you're the only one that hears him, they pull him. Mashiro pulled him. Alright, huddle up, spirits. Come on, not you spirits, the ascended spirits, the kami spirits. Come, alright, Uchstad, in. Come on, scooch down, you tall. Mashiro, Reino, you're gonna have to jump. As Mashiro's doing no legwork, he's making the other two move for him to get to his level. All right, listen here. Okay, we know the mortal folk. They're stupid. They've got their heads are empty. They got, if you threw a rock in there, it'd just be bouncing from wall to wall. It's like we know that's how they think. They don't understand. They don't understand that possession means you don't control your body. They don't understand the simple things that spirits don't work how they work.
I heard this.
You're hearing all
I'm
of
hearing this. I'm throwing a fucking sandal.
They.
Hey! The chunklet.
Hey!
And it comes back. That's the most insulting part. It comes back.
As a Deva comes by, please don't throw your sandals around. As a continuous Mashiro. Hey!
Here's gonna be like, what did they say?
We're busy. We're speaking. God.
Chifu, what'd they say?
Hey.
Oh, they just over there talk stink is all. So, just you have to do what elders do and younger ones talk stink. You take
Look, listen.
slipper and you throw.
Listen to this fella. He thinks he's
What
an
are you
elder.
fucking stink about?
Oh, he's a boy, child. He ain't got centuries on us. Calling himself an elder. Look at this guy. Probably doesn't even wash himself either. As I was saying. Alright, listen, Uchstad. You're gonna have to relax. You gotta cool your temper, okay? You gotta be like me. You gotta be calm. You gotta be relaxed. Like Reino. Look at this. Look, just like he's on the level of the mortals. If I threw a rock in his head, he wouldn't even know. Am I right, Reino? Yes, sir. Reino exclaims.
God.
He doesn't even wait till he finishes. He's already answered.
Is the fucking worst.
As Mashiro continues, okay, look, we're gonna explain to them what possession means. Okay, we're gonna look for the. Outside, you pull up the definition. We're gonna explain to them that we're gonna take them down and then help them just get the fuck out of here. Cause like, honestly, I'm sick and tired of these ones, especially that one that throws the stinky one. Doesn't even smell nice.
Are they being quiet or are they just saying out loud now?
Yeah, they're not being like quiet, but there's a bit of hubbub, but they're also like they're not whispering, but like they're kind of huddled in. They just kind of look over every now and
They
then.
have a PowerPoint. It's like
And
there's
we
only
can't hear
one
any
thing
of the
worse.
second part, can we?
None of it. As Shifu,
I was gonna say, are they being louder than before?
same height. It's just the initial
Okay.
shout at Shifu. But yeah, okay, look, we're gonna explain possession. We're gonna tell them that we're helping them move on and just sending them on to the other world because that's where they're going. They can either wait here, or they can go. And we're gonna explain that to them because like as like it just happens. Sometimes you die. Why don't people understand that? You fall down a stair sometimes, and sometimes you hit your head funny. But it's Uchstad, relax, please. Uchstad, I need you to relax. As Mashiro is clearly the one getting agitated, is trying to formulate the plan. Okay, are you guys ready to listen? Okay.
It's not like we weren't.
I said, are you ready to listen? Don't give me none of this funny
And I
business.
said talk.
No, it's a yes or no question. God. Theo.
Oh, just spit it out already, won't you?
Alright, listen here, yeah, I'm not spitting anything out, especially if it's food, so don't even suggest such a thing. Okay.
He turns to the others. They don't really understand jokes, do they?
I don't think these guys
I would
understand
say
anything.
no.
They turn. Marshall turns to Ujdan and Raynor.
Does
As-
Mashiro have snacks on him?
What? Sorry?
Does Mashiro have snacks on him?
No.
Oh, snacks. I thought you said his axe.
Oh no.
His weapon is
Bite
chopsticks.
this onions.
As he's okay, look, the shaman, your friends Aurora, Oran, and Umako. Sorry, that's my kai. They're my kais. They're our companions. We are kami that have been gifted to them. Or not, I say gifted to them. Bonded to them is a better word. Linked to them through just connection, through our spiritual tethers, if you will. And through that bond, sometimes they've been gifted the ability to be the bridge between the mortal and the immortal. Oh, not immortal, sorry. The mortal and the dead, that's the word. And that bridge sometimes becomes weaker, especially when a shaman is going through their ascension, where they are becoming stronger and more capable to control the barrier between the living and the dead. But to do that, they have to go through this maelstrom of energy. Your Minagura woods here has been full of dead, full of evil spirits, full of angry spirits, full of confused spirits, full of spirits that don't know what's going on, and they've all at once possessed our Umako, our Aurora, and our Oran. They didn't want to do any of this. They didn't want to do this. They didn't know this was going to happen. It's not their fault that any of this happened. You imagine one
When
spirit.
are you going to tell us something we don't know?
No. You're not letting me finish. Marshall puts his hand up. As I was saying, let me start again.
You don't need to start again. We understand what possession is. We understand what happened with Aurora, Umako, and Aurora.
Good. So you better not be angry at them because it's not their fault. It just happens. And as they've
We were trying to bring
Right
them
there.
out of the possession. What are you talking about being angry at them?
okay, I'm making rationalizations here. Like we've had a few kerfuffles. Okay. It's we're trying to just mitigate the issue, get it all out of the way, and get you guys gone. Okay. Get you guys out of here.
Gone. Out of here.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna put us?
Well, that's what I was getting to. Well, because you're dead now. Normally, the shaman have to guide spirits on from the waiting room to Hiroma. That's down the Lashan Sora, down the river, to Otherworld. It's to the final step.
Chifu takes a moment with everyone and just kind of goes, "Oh, hold on one sec." Also, while doing that, one thing I want to try to check to understand the state, as kind of like a reminder in his head, he heard we are the kami that are assigned to help, and that just triggers the idea of, oh yeah, what about the Kudama? So to like see, I guess my check on it is he attempts to pickpocket Mashiro because that always involves the Kudama like kind of coordinating with him, and I guess that's his test to see like, hey, and the whole, hey, go find something, if are they present or are they absent?
So as you try to call on them, you feel alone. As a swarm, the plethora of Kodama that would normally be swarming you, not a single one is with you. As you search and try
Knocks
to call
on the component pouch he has, where mana is usually located.
Mhm.
And is it just a component pouch with ingredients in it?
It's just a box full of knickknacks and stuff.
And this kind of gets him for a moment. So now he's going to move on to the stage of denial, and we're gathering around. For gathering everyone around real quick. Hey, I want you all to keep an eye out. Usually, like, this is a mistake. This is not normal how I go. And, there's so many stories out there, so many legends, things like that. All of it somehow comes from place of real. And I think this is one of those moments where I want everyone keep eyes open, always look, because this is not how I go. So I guess what I say in easier words, let's take a boat from them.
We're dead, Chifu. There's little changing that.
No. Usually like one accidents happen, but this not accident. This more like a giant fuck up.
Well, no, because listen, I agree. It's got to be a fuck up. But, well, I died. I know that. But Kumari and Samosa all said that we can get back. We can get back to Tajima.
Would we go back to our bodies or just be spirits like Tajima?
We go back to Tajima. We figure out, we get first part done, then we figure out next part. First part, we steal boat, then we go back to Tajima, then we figure out whole thing with body.
I mean, how do you know where to take the boat to get back to Tajima?
Oh, no worries. I just lay down on the floor for a while, start to figure out and feel where swells are, find direction, and navigation's always a real easy thing. They have crab claw sail. He looks over real quick to like try to peek over at the ship for a moment.
You can't see it, as it's beyond the door.
I'll have to figure out what kind of ship it is, but we should be fine.
Well, if there is a way back, then I still have a duty to Tajima to return then.
Same here. There's still work to be done.
And people to
If
protect.
we can, I would really like that.
Yeah, I agree. And I mean,
I
if
don't
we
know
scale
if
up,
we can, but I would like to if we can.
well, I mean, we at least should feel confident for Kami. They seem a little more like pushover Kami, like the Kami in the chair that you pull out of a table every day, or common Kami, not big ones we go worry. So, like, I think we're safe. Go on boat.
Okay. Okay.
Are you really planning on fighting the Kami?
No.
Okay.
You two of you, pretty big kin though. I mean, like you could scare them pretty easy, I imagine.
I would rather have to
See,
avoid
here's
fighting.
the thing. Here's the thing. I don't just scare people. They have to be like kind of like trying to hurt us or trying to hurt other people. Because outside of that, I don't really do that.
As you was talking, Mashro sneaks in. Yeah, like I don't think it's a good idea to be trying to. I'm trying to steal a boat.
Oh, can I actually try to pickpocket Mashro now because he's right next to us?
Go ahead, roll sleight of hand.
Is that cool? Is that fine?
Yeah, go ahead, roll sleight of hand. You reach in.
22.
You pull out a pair of old chopsticks. As there's nothing else on this person. As your hands are able to reach through all like his sleeves and everything, there's nothing but just
Skyrim pickpocketing menu.
just a pair of chopsticks and a few old menus that have been folded up on themselves. All of them specifically for
Put a
Nagahara.
grenade in there.
No, that's not how you do it. You gotta put a vial of poison in there instead. You just gotta make sure you have
I mean,
first.
when Mashro kind of goes off, I will share what Chifu found. Just like I think we could take him if we really needed to. Of just like here's a personal inventory. But yeah, you guys ready to move forward? Is there anything you guys wanted to question or anything like that?
No, I'm just. Oh, sorry. Were you asking your friends?
I was asking the group,
Sorry.
not Mashro.
Sorry. Go on.
We cover Mashiro's ears.
Zorha is
Ours
just going to.
Yeah, earmuffs.
As like you're talking, Mashro will just know. For someone who doesn't like to do a lot of work, you seem to be really, really trying hard.
Lock and red.
Oh yeah, you're connected to Umeko, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing everything.
Oh yeah. I guess you probably bust balls just as much. Anyways, go play with your friends now.
Nah.
I mean, let's.
I'm curious to see if you guys got food
Let's get
first.
going.
You guys ready to go though? You guys ready to move on?
Right.
Yeah, we're ready to go through the door.
No. I asked, are you ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm ready to move on to the boat.
Are you guys with your pedantics? He shakes his head. I can't stand these mortals, Archstar. You gotta. Raynor, like, come on, pull the sword out. You pull it out of your head. Get sort of out. No can do, boss. Guy, I'm only for protection. Archstar, hold him up. I'll swing him. If it comes to it. As Mashro stands at the edge of the doors, as you guys make your way towards, the doors open, revealing a white light. As shining through. As you step through the threshold, you appear on... As I haven't got Roll20 open, let me just open up for you guys. You appear on a... You move through a paper screen door that slides across. As you see a lacquered wood floor adorned with decorations detailing carved into them of the stories and adventures of Tajima across their wood. As on the metal railings of the boat you see marigold and shide garlands wrapped around the wood. As the huge vessel climbs upwards with two giant water wheels wrapped in metal chassis, and the entire boat itself, this grand steamboat, is intrinsically meshed, or a mix of magic and metal. As growing from its center, as its roots are wrapped around the boat, is a giant tree with petals that are blooming blossoms of lavender and orange blossoms. As it glows and shimmers, exuding this mist of spectral energy. As you step onto the boat, the water beneath you is crystal clear and blue as it shimmers forward. As Piyar, you look at the water and you recognize it as the same waters you ran through during Starry Lights. As you see the dragon scaled at the bottom of the river bled. As the water wheel...
That wasn't a good time.
The water wheel spins.
That was not a good time.
You see coral and like the debris of the river fall throughout the stream. As the water flows inwards towards land, you see the grand Reishibu mountain there with their coral peaks, holding up a sky of two moons and two suns that move constantly across. As stars twinkle in and out of view, as stars shoot and shine. The sky, purples, blues, and pristine yellows, every color, every mystical color the sky could take, it does, as the sky transitions from day to night within seconds and within moments. As you all... Oh, sorry.
I'm laughing because Aurora has entered the chat.
If I hear you motherfuckers being mean to the spirit guy, I swear to God, I will turn this boat around.
No, that's what we're trying to do. So, like, do your worst.
All right, I'm going back to the break room. Bye,
We're trying to
guys.
turn the boat to Tajima. That's what we're trying to do.
Going down the list, I'm gonna ask, how are your characters feeling as they step onto the boat, as you transition from the waiting room, as you know that this journey at the end is the end. As Zorha, Hayaka, how are you feeling?
Hayaka is very conflicted because on one end, she doesn't have to worry about the debt collectors anymore. But at the same time, she's now worried that the debt is going to be passed on to her family that she left in Tajima, and she does not want that to happen either. So she's very conflicted right now.
What about you, Piyar?
Piyar is. She feels. She has doubts because she doesn't want to go to the end. If she can get back to Tajima, she wants to get back to Tajima. However, if there was a way back, she is sure in her mind that her dad would have come back. He wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have just left her and her mom if there was a way back.
Sorry, bless me. As you think
So,
on it,
she's got to...
yeah,
She's got polar opposites of, I want to get back, but I don't know if that's possible.
no, of course, yeah. It's a worry that would be devastating to think on. What about you, Sundar? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry.
So I think, when it comes to this whole plan, it's been such a whirlwind that Sundar is just kind of along for the ride right now. It's not every day that you die, that you argue with, very powerful beings, and then just turn around and go back. So, it's... The main drive, though, is very similar to PR, where it's I gotta get back because this can't be it, man. This can't be it. I know I died fighting and I died kicking, but this cannot be it. There's just too much I gotta do, too much I gotta see. It's not the end. I gotta get big one more time, at least once.
What about you? I can't remember your name. Zorha, that's it.
Whoever you are.
The last person I've forgotten about.
Zorha wasn't so much hesitating going through the threshold, but did lag behind to watch the rest of the line in hopes that someone wasn't there. Looking intently across it to analyze every one of the faces, but just hoping that someone wasn't there before going through. And I'd say they are of similar mindset of that. If there is a way back to Tajima, there is a duty to be to Tajima and to get back. But also, she is open to accepting things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as you saw Neko Io leave, the old guard, the old captain, the old lord leave and accept what came. Haruki waited before he did, but he eventually did step through. As you take in the feeling and the moments, Ujdar, Mashiro, and Raynor look over the boat and just nod as all the spirits take their places and just move around the decking. As Raynor rushes to the front, hand on forehead, ready to draw his katana if anything came out of the woodworks, as you all see strange shadowy creatures covered in target eyes scan and search around from the shadows. There's yokai lurking, Mashiro watching and just making sure no one's being suspicious, as Ujsar just prowling and constantly walking up and down the steamboat, or the spirit boat, if you will. Spirit boat, trademarked.
Does Piyar have her weapons?
You have everything you came with except for your health potions.
Sweet.
Does that mean health potions don't have spirits? They don't have souls.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, my
It's just-
big ass sword has a soul, but not my healing potions, so it just gets to stay behind.
So in the spirit world, it would just be a cherry flavored drink.
Oh damn.
Hmm.
Does that mean that what's his name's Tal had a soul?
Who had a sword? Sorry.
The Tal had a
Oh.
soul in the last session.
Oh yeah, the towel. Everything that like every pebble, every leaf has its own spirit. And as you guys are moving along, Chifu?
Mhm.
As the last person in the list, how are you feeling? As the
We're
boat
on to
moves.
the phase of bargaining. So what I would like for others to do is, I noticed I have a pretty solid perception check. Piyar's is okay, and Hayaka's is all right. And to kind of spread the word of like, just let's try to figure out what moves and what operates this boat. Not to take control of it, just to know where it is. If opportunity happens to show up, that it might be useful to know. So plan an idea that if we could quickly try to identify any possibility of this, that Sundarth use the help action for Piyar, Zorha use the help action for Hayaka, and I will just make a normal perception check. Everybody cool with that idea?
I'm down. Although I don't know how much we should be planning to take over the boat unless absolutely necessary.
It's not if we need to take it over. It's if there's an opportunity where it might seem like a good idea, we know where to possibly act from it.
Out of
Okay.
curiosity, Chifu, sorry, do you wander the boat as you ask that, or as you guys are planning? How do you guys take in the ship itself? Out of curiosity.
Oh well, Chief is absolutely going to be looking around. In part because he's on a boat. Of course, he's gonna be curious about what the heck this thing does, and what's the most efficient, like anything he can about it. So if I don't know. It's also kind of banking on that if somebody questions like what is Chifu doing, that maybe Mashiro would just be like, oh, he's just doing weird hobgoblin stuff. He does it all the time. Because I figure of the three, Mashiro has some more common interaction around Chifu than the others do.
Roll deception.
But essentially, what you say, deception?
Yeah. Or even... Yeah, roll deception or persuasion. Sorry, continue.
Okay. So 16. But yeah, he's just trying to do his best to signal to others, like just motioning, hey, buddy system. And I guess this may require an intelligence check from people to really pull this off without being too obvious and knowing that we have people listening to us. I don't know how you might want to roll it, but
Kira's just going to take a walk around the boat. And we'll see what she sees.
Roll perception, Piyar. As I'm going to ask either, if you guys want to make a perception check, you guys can. Chifu, as you move around the boat, though.
investigation be a possible one too?
I'm going to say in this case, no.
Okay.
As like
Are we
your...
getting the help action? Or no?
depending on how you guys organize it.
I mean, if you guys want to just roll out, anyways, yeah. I was just going with I looked at the NPC sheets or whatever, and happened to figure out what folks' good skills were. But yeah, if you want to roll a perception check just on your own, do it. Oh, I got nat 22. Awesome. We know everything about this
we are
boat.
both perceiving, even though I'm doing it just a little bit worse because my wisdom is a -1.
With the
I'm
deception-
trying my best over here.
No, we know everything about this boat. We know when it was designed.
We know who
When-
made it.
The
I
time we
know.
can pull the memory of each plank that was blessed on
Exactly. I can tell where
You
it
know
was
what
grown.
tree it
I
came
can-
from.
Exactly.
As you, with your deception, Chifu, as like you move around the boat, Marshall is just watching you as Ajstar walks past you sometimes, and like they're watching you, just suspicious. They know something's up with you. You're being a weasel is what that is the vibes again off of you. As
Not good when he's
Just a little
motivated.
girl.
exactly,
Just a little guy.
he's just a little guy. As with your perceptions, everyone but Zorha and Hayaka, as you're looking around, like the ship, like you've heard when you were like waiting in line, you heard tale that the boat itself like has been, it's newly built in that like they used to use barges for the trip, but when there became a buildup of spirits, they needed more space, and that meant they would need bigger boats. And so, like even like Sheehan came to help build the ship as their four aspects. Hammered a few nails in place. Nailed a few hammers. Drived a few screws. As they like were like part of the help, as like all sorts of creatures, like as celestial beings essentially, built this ship. You could feel its energy as like you move around. You can see everything about it is pristine and perfect. And like with your perceptions, you guys like there's not specifically any. Well, firstly, as you move in, you notice the boat has nothing to steer it, nothing to like control or guide it, no anchor, no anything. As it glides on the water, instead your sight is drawn to the edge of the river. The river side, as you see the yokai making their way forward, as they watch and interestingly like study. But as you look in the water, you also notice that some of the scales of the dragon are missing. The Lachansaurus form is corrupted. As you see where the scales are missing, you see black voids and targets. The eyes of a yokai staring at you, watching. With Chifu and Sundartegh, as you look closely and deeply, you notice chains wrapped around the dragon as the boat moves further in. Something has either containing the dragon or has trapped the dragon. As before I describe anything else you see, what do you share that information with each other? Do you do anything with that?
Oh yeah, Sundar is making like as he's being casual about his -1 natural 20 perception check. When he passes by Chifu, he kind of is like, "Hey, did you see those empty spots?"
Oh yeah. Isn't it weird that there's shaman sort of stuff here, and that happens and they're okay with it?
Do they even know?
Gosh, they're here more than we are.
Should we tell them?
Oh yeah. Hey, why is the why the whole show chains? If you look over at empty scale spots.
Oh no, it's not over there. It's over like the coil of the entire dragon. If that makes sense. Like wrapped around it in certain places.
Oh, so he's just
Yeah.
like pointing out the chain. He's like, why is this chained up?
But as you say that, like, Udstar looking over it and just examines it, as Mashiro leans over the railings, and Reino also dangerously puts their head in between some of the railings as they try to examine. As they look and study,
A quick all three of you have great athletics checks. Now, no.
Oh no.
as they look at it, we saw this on our first crossing. Udstar says with a worried tone. It seemed to be when we saw the river when we were in the mountains. I believe New Year's, was it? As he looks to Raynor. As Raynor, New Year's.
Can I do an insight check to pick up on that?
Go ahead.
Or like, is it
Like, what are you trying? Like, what do you mean? Like, in the what? Like, are you like?
does he
God damn, my
catch
dude.
that they've been aware of this and like they're sounding uneasy? They're sounding as uneasy as you're explaining they are.
Yeah, like no, they are worried about it. They are, as they look at it, as like they examine it, like as they continue to explain, like, yes, this seems to have been part of the huge spectral imbalance that's been moving through Shireleo, through at least where our Kai have taken us. That, I believe, that Haruka Shah of Edo Shah has his taint is those chains. But the dragon's corruption.
And group-wise, is anyone in the party concerned or curious as to how a giant chained-up kami might affect the passing over process?
Is that you asking, or?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm saying you asking all of us or them?
Yeah. Oh, all of you guys.
The corruption didn't stop us
Yeah.
the first time, or the second.
But what if
Like, is this because they're raising the dead? Is that why this is happening? Or like why are scales missing? Like what's causing this?
Udstar snorts as he nods. I'm not sure. But it's their use of necromancy and tainting the balance of life and death. It's altering the weave. And that's where the corruption comes from. As he points to the yokai eyes. As you watch the scales shift and shimmy as the dragon moves. As the dragon is the river. As it coils.
The dragon causes the current. Yeah.
Can I just get her hammer out? Just
Piyar can, yeah.
just in case he's
As Udstar and Mashiro look to your grown concerns, they look to the spirits and just best move the spirits closer in before any yokai try to call them out. But as you continue to take that, Sundar and Chifu, you both notice this door, the paper door on the boat slides open. The door you came through. As Chifu, you notice a group of Kodama push the door open.
Oh. Wait. Who else had noted? Who else was it? Sundar. Okay. If we're both kind of looking at it, I guess I'll lean over just to kind of ask you, like, do you want to keep watch and I'll check it out, or do you want to go with me?
Let me go with you.
Yeah, of course.
buddy system.
Reino seems
Exactly.
go.
It feels like something in the back of my head is telling me to not split the party, especially not with one person. So I really want to come with you today.
Go together. Reino exclaims. It's...
God damn it.
As Reino comes rushing over to the door, we did when the door opened. We didn't go in separately. We all went in together just in case.
So I guess we'll go check it out. Especially if I noticed the Kodama showing up around it.
Zorha will follow along with everyone else. She has not paid attention. That was a perception check of 2. She is somewhere.
She's out of it. Like, to be fair, that 2 is impressive in that, like, what is taking Zora's attention? Is it just the fact, like the perfect waters, the strange astral phenomena, the just overwhelming everything?
She's just hoping that she held the line long enough that Tajima is going to be safe. Because she doesn't want to see the people she left behind show up here. Not today.
Or any day soon.
As that's
Is this
you-
a railing?
yeah, that's railing, and then like it goes down the
Do a
steps.
flip.
Go right there.
As Shifu and Sundar, just you two going to the door then?
I
Yeah.
suppose so.
You
As-
said it opened, right?
Yeah, open to. As within, you
Yeah.
see a light wooden bamboo floor. As you see seating made of a mix of, well, not a mix of, sorry, made of bamboo as well, and also just like held together and decorated in like curved stylings with little detailings of koi fish all over the walls, amongst paintings and decorations made of like a Bakoran leaf print, like giant circle leaves. Some are printed, some are verdant green and like dried and stuck to the walls. As you want to peek in, Shifu or Sundar?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you pop your head through the door, seated with their back to you, you see a person in a suit that's like that of a adventurers, but a very old-fashioned adventurer of a bygone era, as they wear adorned with dragon teeth embellishments and fabrics and leathers over them, as like you can see their collar buttoned up and their hair in a backswept quiff. As
Does
a
he look old or young?
you can't see from the back of his head, as his skin gleams red.
You said I opened the door and saw this peeking
Yeah.
in?
Like you'd have to peek in. You'd have to go around the corner.
Yeah.
I'd slowly close the door.
Just Homer Simpson out of there.
Yeah, it's something about the description of
What the hell was that? Why are you just? What if they know something?
As Reino comes running over. As he comes running over, like his feet are very heavy. He's heavy-footed as he runs along the wood, pulling out a starlight katana where his horn was. Is there danger in there? You need me to go in?
how about you go in and say hi? Start with that.
After you.
Alright. Master Okai, Archstar Kai, come. As they swoop over, Master leaping over, as Archstar steps and like kind of glides through on like threads of the weave, as Mashiro slides the door open carefully and rolls in. Hey! Hello! Sorry, I don't know why I put that accent. Hey, hi, hello! As you hear him speak. And you don't hear a voice back. Oh, hello. Yeah, no, there's a fella here, yeah. You mean you get him? I'll get him. As he peeks his head. Is there a Mr. Chifu? And Mr. Chifu Itsuje? No, Mr. Okay, that's
Maybe.
okay. Oh, you. As he runs up the stairs. The fella wants to talk to you.
Oh yeah? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
He didn't seem dangerous. He didn't scare me. And he wouldn't be able to. I'd kill him. Destroy him.
No.
I'd,
Okay, well, glad
his
it's
ankles.
friendly. I was
Gonna
more
kill him
worried.
twice.
I accidentally suggest you guys like shake down old passenger. So, all right, yeah,
All
good news.
hold still. I'm gonna shake you down as he grabs you as he kind of like picks you up
Shit.
and just starts shaking you. Alright.
Like a pair of chopsticks and like a pair of old chopsticks and a bunch of folded menus just fall out of Chifu.
As Reynolds goes down and bends over, starts picking them. Oh, sorry, I shook you and these things fell off you. As he kind of like puts them onto you, he doesn't put them in your pocket. He just starts plastering them to you.
Oh no! You can go give them back to your other one friend. The mouthy one or mouthy one is not an accurate description. I'll let him figure it out.
Matthew one. But they both have mouths. As Reynolds starts thinking.
He's gonna leave him to figure that one out and go actually meet the person now.
Scratching his head as he goes to speak to Archstar and Masha walking past you. He says, "But I have a mouth as well." Was mouthy one? Like there's three of us. Does he not? Maybe he can't count either. As he starts thinking to himself, Archstar, what's a mouthy one? As Chifu, you step through the door. As you see yourself in a diner. As does anyone join Chifu, or do they let him wander in alone?
I would like to follow, but I cannot move.
Oh,
with
sorry.
this, token.
Same.
It's alright. There, you guys should be
But yeah,
able to. move
Hayaka
now.
would have moved.
And you move Hayaka. That's not how you spell Hayaka. Just give me a second.
Hey, there we go.
As you step through the door, Chifu, as the rest of you follow suit, you step into a diner with the rich smell of the vegetal buko leaf, fish, and the sea. As like
leaf.
as a
Has
mix
he been
of,
here before?
It feels extremely familiar as you step through, and you see this hobgoblin sitting at the end. As you get a better look, as you get closer, you can get that energy about him, as his pointed ears just kind of twitch. As you look down the diner, you can see that like there's no one else in here, no staff, no one serving, no one waiting, no one else. As this person sits, they turn to see you coming. As you see this old, wrinkled, sagging face of a hobgoblin with a tusk sticking out.
It's
One eye
me
clo-
from
one
a
eye-
year from now.
One eye slightly closed and the other one eye patch over it. You that Chifu fella?
Yeah. You have some adventures and stories, huh?
Well, you can say that, pal. As he goes to stand up and he goes to reach out. Come, you best sit with your great grandpa.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. He sits down pretty confused about that one.
Jacob Olawe. How you doing? As he just squints at you.
Yeah.
Moving the eye patch over.
Moving the eye patch over. Wait, what?
It's like he kind of like it's like he shifts it over, so
Oh.
he sees you this normal eyes. You see this golden eye looking back at you.
Oh. Man, I have someone who probably would have wanted to meet and know you more than I do, and I'm really confused and excited about this too. So I actually, what? Just big question. Where are you from?
Where am I from? Can't you tell your natural heritage? I'm Allegason. Can't... Shifu, boy. As he pats you, don't you know? Can't you tell your ancestral accent?
No.
Oh,
On that.
your grandfather tongue. As he goes to stick it out at you. Ugh.
So, you know where your son went, yeah?
Jacoby? Of course I know where Jacoby went. Fellow goes on and yapping, blabbering away. He would doubt how this, doubt how that. Out this SurrealLampost place. I mean, he was right, of course. It's where like there was a bit of our heritage there too, and like I mean, he came back excited about it all. And like,
okay, so out of curiosity, how far back is this ancestor pretty much from? Is this like before folks had gone on to Noelani, or is this yeah, that's
roll a
what
history
I'm
check.
trying to figure out. Yeah. You know what? I have at least one person around me, and I'm not going to make an ass of myself and spend a use of Fortune from the Mini to boost that up to a 20.
There you go. As I'm gonna ask, well, that's Shifu. Does Shifu remember how many this man is your great grandfather?
Mhm.
As you listen to him speak, his son Jacoby Ulawe, as you hear him speak excitedly about his son's travels, both with a hint of annoyance, but also like a bit of pride, as you listen to him speak. Do you recall tales of his generation being the one that crossed to Nolani, or was it before, or was it after even? As this is roughly maybe
after, because I mean, Chifu would be
2 to 3 centuries.
In his He and his sister would have been second generation. So this would, or I had assumed, because retcons can be a cool thing to play with. But yeah, I guess that's kind of like wondering out of curiosity, because there's a lot to kind of wonder from it of, is this someone he had known from the island and heard stories about, or always just heard of, like, this is somebody you knew that lived in this land way, way far away?
Oh, his name, the Ulawe name, it holds stake, both in your family, but also back home. A dynasty of adventurers and explorers that passed their traditions down, even through marriage, and like eventually came to you, and then to Nani.
Yeah.
As like he looks you over. You're looking exhausted. Like you're not enjoying the travel.
Yeah, no, more skeptical of it, be honest with you. I have other people. We have more that we need to still see. There's yeah, your great kin She went somewhere. I'm still trying to find where she is right now
Little,
because
you're not talking about little Nani, are you?
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Nani more
wait,
specifically.
we've been keeping our eyes on her. Yeah.
So what?
Why did
Okay,
it take you so long to take Nani out? She's been wanting to
here's
come
the
for
thing.
ages.
Yeah, and if all the ancestors and everyone always excited, look out for her, why did she not get to Shiraleo normal? Why is she a spirit then?
I mean, I
Where is
don't know.
she? Like, have you seen her here?
Have I seen her? She's right behind you. As he points to a doorway, as you see a feminine silhouette, just watching with her arms crossed, leaning against the threshold. As Jacoby still... Hey, but like... She's been telling me about like all your adventures. Like, it's just...
Well, yeah, that's just
Where?
biggest thing she does. She always talks stories about what I go do.
Oh, but she's telling me some sad things. Wait, well,
Yeah, we should probably maybe not best. Yeah, no, I did a lot of really silly things. Fun story on that. Fun story.
He goes to grab
My
your hand,
recklessness. Oh,
and he holds you down. All right, now don't start this tangent business with me. I started it. Okay, back in my day, we used to wear belts around our belts, and we used to call that a shoe. And that was the fashion at the time, okay? But like that's not none of our business. We don't go on tangents. We're family, okay? And I don't want you to be scared to tell me if something's upsetting you. If you don't like adventuring, just say it. If you don't like feeling the sea on your legs, it's okay. Like, it's okay being the family shame.
Here's a real easy one. You and I, we have so many stories, right? You've been talked about
full.
by... Exactly. Yeah, you get it. And I'm the one still on the adventure. When don't you even agree by tradition it should be Nani instead?
Well, of course Nani should be doing it with you. But what can we do now? She's gone. She's gone, little Chifu. You can't bring her back.
There's stakes. I'm not so happy about the boat right now. Because I think there's maybe a way to bring Nani back so Nani goes on adventure and continues family tradition, And there's others like that in some ways too, got cheated. We have so many on the boat right now that just wanted to see what story they get to tell for Tajima. And one that kills me most is we have the nicest giant on this boat who just wanted to get back to a person who she loved. So I'm not as settled and happy right now.
Oh, well, then let me spend some time with my great grandson. That big person can wait. Where they going? You're just going to the ends of the earth. There's nothing left. You might as well wait.
Oh, we'll get our talk story. That always happens.
No.
Maybe not right now, and it feels like a bummer because
this happens every time.
Kinda. I mean,
what's wrong with being bummed?
We're all so happy being wayfinders because that's what you did, and your kid did that, and I did that, and Nani wanted her turn to do that. And so I have we have so many stories you and I could talk about. Just maybe not, and I am really upset it's right now, but I know we will have that chance again. For now though, there's a bunch of other people that I'm going to try to find. We're gonna find out how we fix the current problem, and from there, I'm going to figure out how Nani gets the rest of her story. Because you know what the biggest family tradition for us is that one day all of us are all together, and we're all telling the whole story, every map, every place we went to, every little thing we saw, and everybody has years and years to talk about stuff they did, and not just the start of an adventure and how they and piggyback off of another.
As you say that, as you see Jacoby just smiling, you're too right. It's unfair.
Oh wait, and of course I know I'm right, but
Nani, standing in the doorway, calls out. And yet once again, you go and instead of taking the time to talk, you're just gonna leave. You're gonna walk away. A shadow cast filling the room.
you know he's gonna do the one thing that's the most important to the tradition that he'd always been taught and learned. He the oh boy, now he just kind of has a moment to go like, you know what, I was very very rude immediate moment I saw you, and I did not greet you, and we did not greet properly, and he's going to just go with the use the normal tradition and greeting of the we don't have a word for it really in the Shoreleo, but the the Polynesian greeting of the hangi, of just going up to press his forehead against his great grandfathers, and the ritual of like they share one breath to celebrate life, and share breath another one to celebrate your family and ancestors. And because of that is just where he feels more comfortable of, he is grateful to meet this person, but he purposely did two breaths and not just one, because he still has to go and celebrate life, and so he's going to go that direction.
Your great grandfather smiles as he shares it with you. Go. She clearly wants to talk to you.
Yeah, no worries. We'll
don't
talk
let
stories another time.
What's it? What the kids say? Aura farming, and energy harvesting. I believe energy harvesting.
I'm already too old, and I don't know half the stuff they say, and they complain they don't understand half the stuff I say. It.
When you get here, you learn all the lingo.
Oh yeah, like it's just, I study so many languages and nothing they say come up. But like get here and like all of it just work.
Language transcends all barriers here, you realize as you're speaking, you've not been speaking a language. You've just been
Yeah, and he has a brief
feeling.
moment where he reaches for the chair to like take a seat, but then he's like pulls his hand back and like shakes a few, so like no. That's not like a great offer, but yeah, he turns around to head out.
Do you ignore Nani at the other side of the door?
Mm-hmm.
As you cross through the threshold, you just hear her shout, "Fine."
Wait a minute, I thought it was to go to the other side of the door where Nani was hanging out.
Sorry, I thought you were leaving. I didn't realize you were heading out.
No,
I was gonna fucking say this guy.
because she was at the doorway.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I see. Because there's no maps. Like you came in this way. Like, imagine it's like a tube.
Yeah.
Essentially, she's at the far end. But as like you make your way
Okay.
to that end, she watches you come forward. As like the light shines on her, as you see her dressed in a mix of traditional Nolanian, like a skirt that's been tied around her waist, that's covered in a mix of outrigging rope and a mix of nets and glass bone balls that have been wrapped around her, as she wears a Shireleon Jolly blouse, tube top that's been with a slightly raised collar. It's been zipped up on its front. Her arms marked with mehndi that's colored dark, that like mimics a stories like the ones that yours tell.
Mhm.
As but unlike yours, obviously they are not tattoos, as they would fade with time. But as she looks at you, you see this woman, this young woman that had so much life, so much hope before her. As you stare at her face, you see her eyes are black, as her red skin, simple and pretty as she stares at you, her red skin mimicking the red of her target eyes as she stares at you. As she goes to throw a punch at your chest.
Yeah, let's see how much damage that does.
It does 3.
It does 3.
It does 3.
He's like, oh wait, why would you hit someone like square in the stern? Oh, at least a bad feeling.
You're lucky I didn't hit you lower.
Yeah,
she
no,
shouts.
yeah, I mean you. Yeah, pretty lucky on that. So you're gonna. Would you mind helping out? This sounds so silly to say, but I think everyone needs to get back. As much as I wait for this whole moment right now, I think others are a little more important on it, and I know you're gonna help with. We're gonna still go on normal adventure, see everything in Shireleo, and yeah, I think you need to see more than just Funaha and Nagahara.
She frowns, scowling at you. And like, is that all you're gonna say? Are you just gonna let the other people have their time? You're not gonna give me my time?
I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find, this, how you're here, and knowing and seeing you grow so much since we've been in camp. I know somewhere there's a way that I can't explain it, but I hope like if we had an opportunity that you and I switch places, you'd be there immediately. And I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think it'll be that, but I have a really strong feeling. Um, it's going to be you and I adventuring. We're going to see every place that that I can find. Um, and when there's the opportunity that it's your turn, that you go do it. We're immediately
frowns.
doing that.
But why does it have to always be with me? Why can't you do it for yourself?
I'm a bored old man. I've already done all this stuff.
Then why don't you just retire?
SurrealLampost is your story.
You see the tears welling in her eyes. It's like you see the black voids. Her yokai eyes quivering. My story's done.
No, your story was done. I would still be in Noelani. I would still be drinking and going out to sea till I didn't come back anymore. And I would never have had the feeling of, okay, just grab the boat, go to SurrealLampost, go see things. So that, this is, ever since the little kin show up, I had figured there was some part of that was you seeing this whole story. And so I kept doing that. And the people I work with all the time, all the ones that I know are going to be doing way more interesting things than I could, or that I just laugh and give the worst time because I know it was the same antics you put up. It just makes me feel more and more that there's something I can possibly hopefully find. And I don't know, that you're there, not me. You're there and I get to watch. And just like you heard, we all have the family story where we spend our entire time in afterlife just one person talking about where they went and did this, and another person talk where they went and did this. And that's what just fuels us and keeps us all entertained, and that we all look at the next kin in line and enjoy watching the same story.
And she slams her fist into the table, looking down, her tears running. But what can I tell? I can't feel the sand underfoot. I can't taste the curry. I can't smell the incense. I can't feel the fabrics. I can't do any of it. There's nothing for me to share. There's nothing for me to tell anymore. All I'm doing is just being dragged around.
There's so many things you can tell. There's you so excited to see a photo shoot that you shove me through tent and make me participate, and so you'd stop shoving me back into the room. And he just keeps going on and on of like pretty much a lot of the outpost are role play sessions that Chifu's been involved in that has had notes of her to share, like she's
being proactive.
That he knows he goes to prove so many different exchanges and interactions with people in camp has been because of her pushing for that. I guess more specifically, a great one to mention is the cookout that she had made the onigiri for some of the other kids in the camp, and that that was not something he did. So like there's a distinction, and people see that it is not just Chifu there. It is and Chifu with a bunch of little Kodama spirits that people are seeing more and more. It's Chifu and Nani that are there. But I guess where it kind of ended a bit is just kind of like, the biggest, scariest thing right now was right before we got on the boat. And for one of the first times, you weren't there. And that scared me so much, because overall, through all the adventures we go on, I'm still pretty much same Chifu as I was when I arrived, but you have grown more and more. Everyone now knows it's not Kodama in camp. It's Nani controlling Kodama. You stray off way further, and sometimes even go along with other adventurers in camp. Just hang out with others in camp, away from me. You have been growing so much. You have been You have been a huge part of the adventurer. You just typically tag along with me. That's what I start to realize is you choose to tag along with me.
Do you ever think sometimes I just feel if you didn't have that push, you just sit on the beach and just drink?
Not anymore. I have met more people that have caught on to that as well, and kind of told me not to do that. Even though, weirdly enough, that I think the same. To be honest with you, the same person who usually did that also, I think sent me here too. It's definitely complicated, but um, yeah, you did a lot to um make me realize that I was too hard on myself and continue to be, and that there's some people around that are a lot like you too, um, and I enjoy watching them grow as well. But end of day, it still stands. If I wish more than anything that instead of watching each and every adventurer remind me of what you could have done, that I get to see you being the one to go do it. So come on, kiddo. You and Uncle Chifu, we're going to go. You're going to see all of Shirelio until you're bored of it, and we're going to stumble across something where it is you wandering around. It is you adventuring.
She frowned and just let out a sigh. But like, I don't move on unless you let me move on. I can't. Even if like I wanted to be there in spirit, I can't, as I get pulled and be there with you and guide you on these things that you might find fun, but like being a grumpy old man, why would you say you want to do these things? But why can't you just be a happy old man and just just be free to do what you want, what you think.
I'm starting to find ways. And I think right now, what I'm focused on, yeah, getting everyone back is because I know I will be happiest to see all those young adventurers go do amazing things.
She play-
I really want that. And I know you're the key of that helps me in doing that.
She places her hand over yours. When we see it all, will you be happy?
I don't know, but I will always promise you that more than ever now, I am working on it.
She nods. Then let's work on it.
Yeah. So, you want to go help us bully some kami on the boat? I mean, since you're here, you can show them all the ways that they should be doing this properly. Like, I don't know. I figure afterlife, place, and boat is more something you might know better than me.
She
I just really
smiles.
like to see you bully all of them, to be honest with you.
She goes to hook your arm as she gets up. Well, little Rain, they said that it'd be nice to see me, and you. They asked me to be here. She says excitedly, as she also points to Jacob, and they brought him too.
Oh. You know, Nani, between you and me real fast, my dad never told me all that much about him.
He's a bit doolally.
So I've been pretending so badly right now.
He forgets he's the dad and not the son. Sometimes it's shh.
We'll work on that.
And she just laughs and leaves with you. And
we get back to the rest of the crew.
As you leave, I'm gonna ask you to roll me a history check or a insight check on the building. As we're about to take a break, if that's okay with you guys.
Oh, cool. And that's 20 on a 29.
With a 29, this is with the Bakoran leaves, with the koi fish motifs, with your research of hobgoblin culture in Churel. They synonymous with the Bakoran. Synonymous with
Otani, right?
With the exactly. With Nami's crossing across the mainland to Kazakawa Island. This little restaurant, as you look at little markings, it's just like the one you saw in Sari Field. Or the Sari Field, sorry. And like maybe this is just what you imagine it might be, just what the spirits might imagine it might be like. But you'll only find out once you cross that sea.
I'm going to get back to. So we're getting. just to clarify, that's the reflection I have leaving that spot with Nani, right?
Mhm.
Okay, cool. I want to share that with everyone.
Mhm.
Just as a weird theory that there are things about this boat that we may that we may encounter that leans more towards what what we dreamed or hoped to see. So pay close attention to interactions on this boat and where it lands and your care for that person specifically. I don't know where to go with this yet, but I kind of have this weird feeling that we're going to see pleasant things or everyone's going to see pleasant things that is intended to encourage them to just kind of to pass on and move on. And I guess to conclude it so we can take our fucking break, and apologies for how much
No.
time that whole thing took.
No,
too.
don't. Like, I was like,
That the ending note is Chifu, as nice as everything was, did not want to go, or does not want to settle into the happy place he, I guess, had seen for a moment.
mhm. As like Shifu, like you think on that and take in the moments. I'm gonna go down the list before we take our break because, like, no, Shifu, don't.
Yeah.
You're allowed that scene. That was like everyone in this group is aware of their slot, and like generally is essentially you and Piyar that have a moment. As going down the list, as Shifu mentions the possibility of like through that door is a strange recollection of dreams, a strange idea that's an amalgamation essentially of thoughts and conscious streams. How do you feel, Zorha, at that information? How does that make you feel? Do you think on it? Do you worry, or do you have an idea as like you look at it?
I think Zorha's feeling that if that is indeed what's beyond there, then I guess she just hopes that it reflects well that, like, the pride she has in being a guard for Tajima, both this and the old Tajima, that it is actually something to be prideful, and like her memories aren't going to be undercut by a revelation that it was for nothing or something.
Of course. What about you, Hayako?
It hasn't like brought her down any thinking about it, but she knows that her life has sort of just begun, and what came before coming to Tajima was not the greatest, and being at Tajima now has been just a joy for her. So she
Sorry, go on.
bless you. She hopes that the dreams that would be there would be good ones, but she also knows that she could still make many more good dreams. So she's not, I don't know, again, she's very conflicted about all this. She's definitely resting in it, like she's not ready to go quite yet state of mind.
Yeah. What about you, Sundar?
Whether something has, like, you know, whether it was worth it or not, or like, you know, does your actions matter? Like, do your actions matter? To Sundar, I don't think that's really a question that he would entertain, because, you know, a book will end, but as you're in the middle of it, you don't really think about the ending, right? You don't think about how like it'll close off and be done for. There's, I think some would call it naive, or childish even, but I think that he has a love for life and for learning and for the people around him. It's the middle of his story, as it is with many other people. The ending be damned. They don't even know what might turn out from all this. It could be for something. The chance that all this could be for something is enough for him to hold on to. Fate
definitely.
is never so solidly written down.
And lastly, Piyar.
Piyar is cautiously optimistic because she hopes that if she goes into that room, that it's going to be her dad waiting for her. But at the same time, she's afraid to get her hopes up because what if it's not? Then who else? If it's somebody else from her family, but she's missed her dad so much that if it's not him, she's going to be so disappointed.
Well then, as you hope on that, let's return in 5 minutes, if that's okay with everyone.
Perfect.
Yep.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
I need to move.
Thank you.
Woo.
Other than running downstairs to grab my iPad.
In theory, the session will be just another more hour. We're just focusing on Piyar at this moment.
That's more than fine with me.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I might have to leave early because it is currently
yeah, no. If you need to go,
12:46 in the morning.
no, that's fair. Like
I'll stay until like 1. I want to hear as much as possible. I'm just like, ugh. After, I gotta say, my past few nights have not had restful sleep because a couple nights ago, I heard rustling in my room. I woke up at 1 in the morning.
Oh.
I heard rustling in my room. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I get up, I look around, there's nothing. I'm like, oh, that's really weird. I'm just gonna go back to bed. I keep hearing it, and it's really inconsistent. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I get up, I look around, there's nothing again. And I'm like, oh, it must be the plastic bag I use for trash. I'm just gonna put that underneath a blanket so it doesn't get rustled anymore. I go back to bed. I hear what sounds like cables moving around and clicking. I'm like, that's really fucking weird. So it's 3:30 in the morning at this point, and I slowly creep up from bed towards where the sound is coming from. It's a fucking mouse. It's a big fat ass fucking mouse in my room. I'm like, what the fuck? So I like spring up, I get my pants, my face pants, my shoes on, I go to my grandparents, I'm like, there's a fucking mouse in my room. They wake up in a panic. I feel so bad, but I'm like, I don't know what to fucking do. That thing is big and I cannot sleep with it in here. So we try to get him, but he does not leave, and he goes into the closet. And so we take a blanket and stuff it up against the closet and put like a bunch of heavy stuff like my bowling ball, like my documents, some cat food I needed to donate, that sort of thing. And I'm finally able to sleep at 4 a.m. and I had work at 10 a.m. that day. So, I go back to sleep. And so yesterday, after as I'm coming home from work, I call my grandfather and he's laughing. He's like, so we were looking for the mouse in the closet, we couldn't find it. We found poop and pee in there, but we cleaned that out. But Winston the dog was pointing at the desk. Guess what was under the desk? It's the mouse. And So I had a trap with me, like a snap trap. And so I got it set up at the desk. I'm like, if he's hungry, he'll go towards the bait. We'll take care of him as humanely as possible. But apparently he was moving really lethargically. And so this morning, I had a restful sleep for once. This morning, I had a blanket under my door. I hear my cat meowing. I'm like, and he's meowing a lot. He's meowing a lot. So I'm like, okay, that's really weird because I was so tired. I was like, that doesn't sound like my cat. What if this is not my cat in my house? So I get up and I go over and I have the blanket under my door because I know the mouse is outside my room. So I have the blanket under the door and I have like my chivalric helmet, my bowling ball, and a cake stand box holding it forward so that this mouse doesn't like Superman his way in. So I open the door and my cat's there. I see something at his feet. It's a mouse. It's a dead mouse. And I had this whole ordeal of like, okay, fuck. Like I get my pants and shoes on. I go out and he's fucking eating it. I was like, Dexter, what the fuck? And so like he picks it up and he runs downstairs. He tries to continue eating it. I'm like, you fucking asshole. So like I finally get this mouse and like I put it in a double bag and I throw it away. I clean up the blood off the stairs and I clean up the top of the stairs where he placed the dead mouse in front of my door. I would have stepped on it if I didn't hear him.
That's the part your cat
That's
thought
nice.
that you
That's
needed
the
to
worst
eat.
spot.
Yeah,
And
that's
so
nice cat love.
the thing is,
Very nice of them.
it was not the same mouse that's in my grandparents' bedroom.
Oh no.
Was it a
No.
smaller mouse though?
If you
It was
see
around
one,
the
there's
same
more.
size. 'Cause the thing is, it's like they're not in the house.
I'm just going for a
Um,
piss and I'll be right back.
Yeah, no worries. They're not in the house, and I know that
Nope.
for a fact because there's no sign of them. But Dexter's an outdoor cat, not my choice. There's construction going on nearby, and so it's taking all the field mice and kind of kicking them out. So he goes and kills them and brings them inside to prove that he did his job. So
Oh boy.
this mouse that is alive somewhere, maybe, was not killed. But I think it's dead underneath the desk because like Winston will keep pointing at the desk, and I don't know where this fucker is. He could have been the one that Dexter killed and put in front of my door. But I don't know. The trap's not been sprung yet. I think the mouse was injured when it got, brought in. So it's either Dexter killed it or we smell it soon. And I don't know what I want. But I'm sick and tired of this fucking cat bringing gifts to my door because these are gifts I don't want. This is really bad. And plus, like, I'm not diagnosed with it yet, but after a lot of thought, like, I think I have like OCD and something that really sets it off is contamination. And I know mice are not like filthy animals, but I still don't want it in my fucking room where I feel safe and like secure.
I mean, they do piss and shit everywhere.
They piss and
Yeah.
shit
So-
everywhere.
Tear
And that's
things
not
up is
great.
the worst one.
Yeah, and I was like checking over my computer cords, like everything's fine. He was not in here long enough to do anything like that. And also he can't hide underneath the desk in this room because the legs of the desk go all the way to the floor. So they're closed off. Like it's a solid wood desk right now that I'm at. But like I didn't hear anything last night. I think the timeline of events was that Dexter brought him in, forgot to fucking kill it after bringing it in, and he dropped it at the top of the stairs because we found mouse shit at the top of the stairs, and it just wiggled under my door into my room. And since I keep my door closed at night, Dexter couldn't follow. So hopefully the ordeal is over. I have a blanket underneath my door even tonight because like even though like I didn't hear anything, like I'm kind of sensitive to sound when I sleep, like because that was what I woke up to was the rustling, and I was like, that's really fucking weird. So that's my whole fucking ordeal, and it's been very tiring, and I don't like it at all.
Now, just to be sure, Dexter is on whatever like the the worms, fleas, tick, medicate,
Yes,
everything medication.
completely,
So yeah,
completely
so it's not
medicated.
yeah, which is always good because like that's if your pet isn't, that's the only thing you should really be concerned about. If like, oh, my dog ate a squirrel today, is just like, well, if they have if they're taking the medicine for like
Yes.
parasites and such by default, then don't worry too much about it.
Yeah,
yeah,
like he's completely medicated, fleas, ticks,
Mhm.
everything. He's just an asshole.
Yeah.
He's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
If I stepped on that mouse like first thing this morning, I would have called into work and be like, I cannot come in. I can't. I'm about to chop my fucking foot off.
Oh no.
Oh lord.
It's about to be over. You're about to see me on the fucking news.
I think the worst thing that my cat has done to me is she brought a house centipede from the basement upstairs to just toss it on my desk right next to me. I was like, why? I did not want any
Fuck,
part
man.
of this.
There's this
My old man
one.
cat used to catch bats
Oh
and
my
bring them
god.
into the house. Kill
That's
them and put
impressive.
them on my mom's chair.
And
Yeah.
that's worrying because they're they're carriers of rabies a lot.
Well, that's why you always keep them vaccinated.
Yeah.
You guys
But
ready
still,
to
like,
continue?
imagine just go ahead. Sorry.
No, it's alright. But yeah, as like Piyar, you sit on this hope. Actually, I'm just gonna do a head count, just make sure everyone is here. Sorry, I forgot to do that. Tiger.
Here.
Piyar.
Here.
Chifu.
Here.
Block.
Yep.
Hibana. No, wait, no, don't say anything. Wayne. As like you guys gather a mix of hope, a mix of content, a mix and as the spirits, the shaman Kaya are just wandering and making sure the spirits aren't trying to like hop off the boat. Chifu, as beyond you have that like hope that your dad is beyond that door. Chifu, you see as like with you is sitting on your shoulder is, and you all see this like small marshmallow like humanoid figure with a yokai's eye on its stomach as Nani sits there resting, as surrounding him like a whirlpool, tiny little swarm of kodama, little fiery little human little fellas. Some of them normal with 2 arms, 2 legs, but some have maybe 1 extra arm, 1 extra leg, a few yokai eyes here and there as they just move around Chifu.
Can I oh wait, I gave the chopstick and papers back. Can I test to see if they're like cooperative by putting a wrapper of one of my rations in Mashiro's pocket or any place to reverse pickpocket trash into Mashiro? Just see if they're like back to their antics and normal.
So as you go to hand the Kodama the rations, and they prepare to make a move and like go give it to Mashiro, he turns. As you see Mashiro's eyes, a sparkle of light shines. Food. As their chopsticks are out like a flash, you've never seen anything move faster. As he leaps upwards, skywards, leaping over the railing, over the stairs, and landing right over the Kodama, legs spread, as like he reaches down, as if like he's about to squat over the Kodama, chopsticks in hand, and he plucks the rations, and just eats them away. Excellent.
That didn't go the way I was hoping it would.
I'm ravenous right now. I'm absolutely starving. You wouldn't have any more, would you? As he starts sniffing at you.
I hope I don't.
Roll deception.
Oh shit. Oh, this is Chifu's bad skill.
Oh.
I was gonna get those bad rolls at some point.
As Mashiro
Yeah, you've
watches
been
you,
rolling like a champ.
his chopsticks reaching forward. You're lying to me. I can smell. He starts sniffing.
You know, these are just normal. You know what? He
I can
knows his
smell
lie
10
is not
rations
working
on
very
you.
well, so he like just does the panic of like, oh, get it away, and like just tosses the rations out, the rest of it that he has.
Mm-hmm. And Mashiro catches all of them with his chopsticks and just eats them away.
And he
Mm-mm-mm.
promptly hides behind his teammates.
That fills me right up. Excelente. Perfect. I'm ready. I'm ready for my next meal. Speaking of, as he turns, searching the trees for any fruit in them, as Mashiro's searching for food, and Raynor protecting the woods, or not the woods, sorry, the front of the ship, and Archstar once again prowling, searching, as the yokai watch from the edge of through the bushes of lavenders and spider lilies. Piyar, do you take this time to look through that door?
Yes. Yep, she's gonna peek her head in. She's gonna open the door and peek her head in.
Mm-hmm. As the paper screen slides open, you look into a room. A small... Well, I say small. A small... I'm just gonna change the music just a titch.
Oh god. What are you about to do to me, Kaz? What are you about to do to me? I have emotional support cheesecake.
Okay. I forgot about my cake, thank you. As you look through the door, you look into a room that's cozy and filled with life, or filled with the markings of a life. It's had decorations on decorations with framed photos, and as you look at the decorations and the books, a few tools strewn around, as a large armchair is left vacant with a footstool beside it and a side table before a fire. As Piyar, you look in, the walls painted a vibrant, refreshing blue with a variety of geometric patterns. A lampshade hanging from the ceiling shines light like that of your... that casts onto the walls is like that of your markings. As a rug, decorated and not mismatched, but in its colours and its patterning, floral, but rather old-fashioned. It's a bohemian... It's a cozy bohemian space as you look into your father's office.
Oh. Oh, she goes in. Oh my god, I cannot already be tearing up.
As you look, no one's there.
Oh.
As what's your first thought? What's your first feeling? Does anyone join Piyar as they step into this Goliath's room, dwarfed by the furniture? Would anyone choose to follow her in?
Yeah, sure. We'll give some backup.
Yeah.
Can't
As
guard
do-
Taj Mahal, but we can guard those here.
She's ready. As do each of the shaman, the shaman Kai step through as well. Sundar joins in as well. As you look into the room, dwarfed by all its furniture, furnishings, and just everything. Piyar, you see that like this office looks out to a farmstead. You can see the window shows the setting sun on a field where huge dire buffalo and oxen roam as a huge figure looks after them and cares for them and guides them to as he prepares to put them to sleep. As you hear the door of the kitchen open, he removes his boots. As you can hear him, his muffled steps, a few sighs, the ruffling of a few fabrics. The office door opens, and like stepping in with his back, he's got. You can see and you can smell the char, your mother's char, wafting through, as being that of a Kengan mix and your own mix. You would know there's a hint of lotus, a hint of what's the word? Of sweet root mixed with the spices, as you smell that sweet earthy smell that comes from Kengan cha. As in a thick woolen Nehru jacket, his dhoti pants are wrapped around him, as he's already put on his jutti slippers, shaped like that of Hosen rabbits. He doesn't know you in the room, as he turns and startled immediately into a jump as you knock him out of his slippers, as his grey skin marked in his geometric patterns depicting flowers and the shape of just perfection is how it's been described to you. Shian's will through lines, through art. His braids jangling as you see his dark hair wrapped in his buranda that he's half taken out, as like his braids are adorned with their gems. As he sees you, his glasses on, just lower down to his nose. Why are you already here, Putar?
She runs to him immediately. He doesn't get to say anything. She runs to him immediately.
As you leap into him, he towers over you as he just nestles you into place. His hand already straight over your head, counting your braids as he just gently caresses you. His voice soft. So soon, Putar? Why are you already here? I thought you were already making a new life for yourself.
I was. But I messed up.
no. There's what? As he turns you to take the seat, as he goes onto one knee, he turns the jar down and places it in your hands. Go on, speak, Bull. Tukikar, he asks, which is him asking he speak. What have you done?
At the place where I went, there were Churel and some of our shaman ascended, and we were trying to pull them out of possession. And I thought I could get to one of them, my friend Aurora, and I went through the weave. And it ended up teleporting us over a pit. And I'm here, and a lot of my friends are here because I did that.
As he just watches you and listens, Piyar, you see just in the corner of your eyes, as like your tears might be fogging your vision. As you watch the Shaman Kai, as they've gathered, as the group have like stepped into the room, dwarfed by all the furniture. Luckily, because of how big everything is, as a group they are able to kind of hide and melt into the furniture to hide. As I want to ask, as Piyar is just emptying her soul, Hayaka, how are you? Oh, I'll come back to you, Hayaka, in a moment. As how Chifu, are you in the room, and do you try to hide? Do you stay? What do you do in this moment as you hear Piyar just emptying everything for her father? We'll move over to you, Zorha, and we'll come back to that.
Zora's keeping quiet to just let Piyar have this moment. But the back of her mind is also starting to dread what's behind whatever door that she gets.
Oh, sorry, I thought I heard my name. I was away from the room to check on something real fast.
That's
so
all
I was running back to my desk. So in that, Chifu's for this one staying, because of what he knew he saw, staying a bit away, feeling that people should. He said the important bit of what to be aware of, or that he thinks to be aware of, and that it's more important that everyone kind of experiences what they do. And if any sort of support needs to be given, he'll step in when he needs to for it, which is that mechanically that's me saying if there's a skill check somebody needs, I'm just going to go ahead and throw Fey Gift at them to roll at advantage.
What about you, Sundar? Are you, if you're still there, Gulp? Or Wayne, sorry.
I am here.
Excellent.
My name is Gulbahar now.
That's it. Big gulps.
The big gulps. I'm ready to go to work at Home Depot. My name is Gulbahar now. You know, since he really looks up to Piyar, seeing this side of her just breaks his heart. You know, like he didn't really know any of this, and to see someone so strong who he looks up to and is trained with and, you know, has been mentored by, that's rough. It's like when you see your, like, not parent, but like when you see your teacher cry, like,
No,
that's
100%.
like, wow, like it's like you're not allowed to cry and now I'm crying. Like, why are you like that? So, you know, he doesn't really have anything to say. He knows he would not make anything better, but I think he, you know, he's formulating what to say whenever they get out of this on the other side. That, you know, he kind of shares that pain with her because it's just so, her pain is so tangible that he feels like he could grab it. You know.
Yeah, no, like you it's like as like you not to call it the failure that like is the hope of rescuing Tashima, as you all are here, you all are that failed hope. As like you listen to Piyar, it's never it couldn't feel more real as you make your way to Otherworld, knowing this is the last journey you'll be taking. As that one misstep led you here, you can only hope that it'll be okay. As Hayaka, how are you feeling?
A lot like the others, Hayaka is she's very just staying back and letting PR have her moment, but it's definitely got her reflecting even more about the family she has now left behind in Tajima, and has made her in a way less conflicted about what's happening, and she's now more determined, thinking like, no, I'm not like ready to go yet, kind of a deal, because like she can't bear the thought of leaving her family behind.
Mm-hmm. As your upper listens to you, Piyar, wrapping your fingers around the chai as he gifts it to you. The shaman Kai just slowly moving into the scenery as they just as they just turn to all the others. Alright, this is where it gets kind of rough. You're just gonna have to kind of just be there, and just if they need your support, just get in and hug him, okay? Areno, you're on plush duty. Get ready. If she needs a plushie, you get in. If you need Uchsad, he'll kick you in. Uchsad, you ready to kick him in? I'm ready. I got this. As Reno starts to crawl on the floor, ready to become puntable, as he's ready before Uchsad.
Taking after Gunbugman by
exactly.
force, correct?
They're ready. It's no, you. This isn't. It's not your fault that things took a turn. You're an adventurer. Sometimes you can be prepared with every tool. You can have everything in your bag of holding. You can have an all-purpose piton. You can have everything handed to you. Everything ready in its place, perfect and fresh. And if one thing goes wrong, it can just sometimes just turn. Sometimes it will be one of your bits of gear, but then other times it's just nature. That is Hokera. That is, you can't help the tides of magic turn on you. You can't control the way the tiger leaps, the way the stars shine. It's all we can do is just accept and see how we can adapt, how we can move with those changes. You've not messed up or anything. It's not your fault. things ended up being the way they did. Did you try?
Yes.
There you go. You didn't fail anything, but that you tried and you hoped. That's all that can be asked of you. Always.
There's so many people back there that are counting on us. Like all of Tajima right now, everybody that's left, there's more of us gone than there are there. We had Haruki there, and he's the leader, he's the hope of Tajima, and he was with me. And we have Masi Kumari, she's the Masi to everybody there in camp. And my best friend Samosa was there. And all of them felt.
Was it your spell?
No.
He goes to press hold your face with his hands as he presses his forehead against yours and kisses it. As you can see, he's trying. His eyes are welling as he's trying not to let them fall behind his glasses. As he listens to you, you can hear the croaks in his tone. As his sprinkle is like a dam trying to hold back his own sadness. And it wasn't your fault. You just got unlucky. But it's okay. Because it doesn't matter how it turned out. We all come here eventually. And you're here now.
But that's just it. People said that we could possibly go back, and there's people that are, and I don't know if we can because you didn't come back.
He nods. I'm sorry, but this isn't something that we can come back from. Okera is, when we live, we must die. That is Shian's way. But to live, to feel all you felt, it will only make the rest you deserve at the end of it just that much more peaceful. You're safe now, at least. There's nothing to fear here.
I don't fear being here. I fear for my friends.
Say that again,
still
sir?
back in Tajima. What was that?
Say that again, sorry.
Oh, I said I don't fear being here. I fear for my friends back at Tajima.
He nods. I don't think that's
found
something.
someone, Appa.
Is that boy I've been seeing you with?
Yes.
Is he a good man?
He is. He's so sweet and he's so gentle and we laugh all the time. And he reminds me so much of you.
He smiles. That's where the tears The tears do slowly trickle, one at a time. As he smiles. And as I when I do watch and check in, I see you with this tiger. This sweet, gentle giant like you. Well, not so giant to you, of course. But the way I don't see you slouch when you're with him. You're not hiding.
No.
As he goes to raise her chin, you're proud to be tall when you're with him.
I am.
Good. As he looks over her. How did you meet? What What makes him so special?
Because he cares so much. And it's not about himself. He cares about everyone. And he wants to do good in everyone.
He's here to
That
serve.
was one of the things that made me want to get to know him more.
Mm.
And then once I did, I just...
He nods.
everything just worked.
Did you meet him on a job?
No, I met him whenever I was holding training. One of the workouts that we used to do. And I met him there, and then we had, like, I met so many different people from camp, and there were so many different people who, that I wanted to learn from, or like be able to train with. And so him and I set up a time to go sparring, and he's a great fighter too, Appa.
Better than you?
Like, and he's probably
No. No, but I taught you everything I know. Even with the bap with my mom.
No. Well, I did, but he's also, I thought he was just a monk, so I thought if I just kept my distance, it would be fine.
Oh,
because I'm faster than him.
Oh, he thinks it's a whoop
But he's
chow. He
not
thinks he's
just
better
a
than
monk.
us.
No, he's also a barbarian.
He smiles as he's listening. What can't this man do? As he starts scratching and like taking off his glasses just to wipe some of the fog as he looks and smiles. Well then you best get back to him as soon as you can then.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, we're
He's a Tajima.
oh we're in a right.
And so are all of my friends that I've made there, and the people that have become like a second family to me.
Mm-hmm. He nods as he looks at the spirit guy in the corner. As Udge starts looking like he's about to rear for a kick, as he's looking. And like you can see a look of surprise on his face as Mashro is just like standing there, like any minute now, as like he's the one calling the commands. As like he looks to them and then he turns back to you and are they the ones gonna help you get back?
I'm hoping so. And like she's gonna look back to them like, you're gonna help us, right?
Of course, sir. I can transform into a bird. I'm sure I can lift her out of here. I'm certain of it. Mashro reassures as best he can. Tell him much that as he stammers away, panicking. He can't turn into a bird. He's not the strongest, of course, and he is a bloody coward. But there's nothing scary about flying up. Surely he's a bird. That's what they do. As Raynor was like, yep, he's got feathers. As they watch and they look back at you. Tell him it's gonna be okay. We got this. As you up, gives him a stern look and then looks over at Chifu, Hayaka, Zorha, and Sundartegh, and it turns back to you. I'm sure we'll be fine. Worst case scenario, if you take the boat, if you hide on the boat, like, and you be a stowaway, maybe they'll be able to, like, they won't even know you're on the boat, and then you can just go back with them, and then sneak through the door. I'm sure there's something that you can do, but I've not got the brain for it. You were always one of the smarts, brother. You're the one that knew your ABCs. It's as he puts his hand on your head, once again fiddling with your braids. Do you remember when you first fell over?
Yeah.
And look at you. You want to say?
I said yes, I do.
And look how tall you are when you walk now. Failure isn't the end. It's just a chance for you to get back up. Now let's get you back up there so you can go see your man. Is that the correct term? Is he your man yet? Have you claimed him?
Well, I don't know about claiming him, but we are dating. Yes, he is my
I mean, that
boyfriend.
counts. That counts as a claim. Like, there's, you got to put a title on it. Yeah, you have to be official about these things. You want to be careful. Some of these folk are here getting 4 wives, getting four husbands. They got to get one from each prefecture. One Haydn, one Kengan, one Tahashim, and one Aiden. Absurd.
Well,
But then
not
again,
gonna
of
be
course, your uncle did that as
more than
well.
him.
And then you start to listen to a bunch of family members that also were polyamorous. Well, these were. It's none of my business. I don't care to think about it. You should probably get a few new braids in your hair as well. Then once you get out of here.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Come, let's shoo you back home then.
She's gonna give him a great big hug as soon as they stand. And she's just gonna be like, I've missed you so much.
He hugs you tightly back. And I you put that. But I'll see you soon. Not soon, of course. Like, don't. Like, I don't. But like, it's.
Well, I'm not planning on
ready.
soon. I wasn't planning on this time either, but I'm not planning on any time soon.
Take your time is what the word is the phrase I was trying to say. Actually, take your time.
That's what I want to do. I want to take my time.
Good. If you need to take 2 times, take them.
say.
But come on. Shoo. Let's get out. Let's get you out of here.
And she'll reluctantly let go.
He doesn't. Keeps you. Just for a bit. Are you taking care of your mole?
Of course I am.
Good.
And like, she kind of points to where she dropped it at the door. Whenever she saw him.
Oh, you can't just drop it like that. As he lets go from it, and he goes to like lean it against the door, like against the wall. Heavy mole side down. You gotta rest it. You'll dent it. You gotta be careful.
I know.
It's a precision instrument.
Yes, I precisely hit people in their face with it, Appa. I precisely hit
Exactly.
people
If
in their face.
you come at them in the wrong degree, you could chip a finger. You gotta be careful with these things. As he smiles and just rubs the top of your head. Has your brother found you yet?
He's still alive? What do you mean? What do you mean has he found me?
Well,
We thought he was dead.
Oh no, he's. Oh, this ain't right.
He's not here? What?
Well, no. Well, he'd be here if he was, wouldn't he? As he just starts shouting, Bav, Butter, Aja. He starts calling. See, no one. Just myself and Yard.
Where is he?
I thought he was looking for you. No, give me a second. As he goes to look for a map and just scrolls it out and starts pointing at things. I think here. As he starts pointing to the north of Haida-Io, near the mountains, just shy of Shamibetsu at the sword of Io. He's in some sanctuary, living with some folk, and I thought he was searching for you.
I didn't even know he was still alive. Or else I would have went out and looked for him.
Well, no, that's. Well, I mean, he's at least safe. I think your mother went out looking for him as well. It's his. I think he's gotten himself in a bit of a pickle, but it could be worse. It could be trying to escape the other world.
I mean, true. He's not in as big of a pickle as I am right now, so.
I believe they're called cucumbers, Piyar. As he
I mean,
smiles.
if they're this well done, I'm pretty sure there's pickles at this point.
We can get you out of the vinegar soon enough. Come. Okay. We'll have more than enough time to catch up. But I'll always be here. As he starts to fiddle with your braids once again. As he places a hand over your shoulder and over your head. I'll be with you always. And I'll be.
I just stopped crying, Kaz. I just stopped crying.
That's not my fault. That was your tear ducts didn't prepare you for this.
I'm so glad I have my emotional support cheesecake.
But as he is about to send you away, stay safe with her.
I'll do my best.
As his love comes through all his words, through his emotions, through his jokes, through everything, he guides you, hand on your back, through the door, after one last hug.
I grab my maul.
You grab your maul. You can't forget that. Maul in one hand. You don't even realize you still have the jar in the other as you cross the threshold. As you hear his words, "I love you," ringing in your head as you crossed over. As you watch the boat, as you all make your way out, Ujstad scooped up Raynor, Mashiro walking, leading the Kai forward. Alright, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Alright, we're nearly approaching, everyone get ready. As you make your way to the end of the world. As if anyone has any thoughts or feelings or anything they'd look to express after they witness the scene of Piyar and her father, you're welcome to take the floor. But if not, you all see the water start to fall forward as there is a void before you. Mashiro and Ujstad, Tanyuar, get ready, the boats. We're gonna descend. As it starts to float gently down, spiraling down the void. As the Kodama,
We're descending out of Tajima, right? Because
as
you told my Appa that you were gonna help us.
yeah. All right, listen. Yeah, this okay. We saw it happen earlier. It's gonna be fine. Trust me. As it descends, spiraling downwards, you see these skeletal, spectral spirits holding and pulling ropes of water as they pull and twirl and spin the whirlpool around. As the world spins on as they pull, guiding you down, you see the necks of the Lashan Sora become scales as they coil and wrap around at the base. As you see a plain wooden, old, ancient torii gate, but no moss or lichen covers it. As you see along its pillars the tail of Sakage guiding Shion and the Lashan Sora up the mountains. Pillar depicting the tale of Shion showing compassion and friendship, but also confidence to the Leiko. And the final tale at the top, the tale of Shion being split into four. As you see a veil before you, as the boat descends, I'm gonna ask what you're all through that veil. You see home, wherever that would be, across space, time, the world. It could be with a person, it could be a place. Think on that as I'm gonna go down the list and ask you how you feel. But as you descend, you'd see Neko Io's glasses before the barrier. As you were descending, Chifu, the Kodama, as they would need, you would actually have to corral them, as every now and then they would try to rush to the edge of the boat and try to climb off as they were moving and swirling around in excitement.
To go what direction?
Just every direction, as the boat was moving along the river, they would have tried to leap off and climb out of the boat into the river.
So, is it just sort of like a weird manic state of them, or are they trying to get to the land?
A bit of both. It's kind of very every now and then they suddenly have this urge to climb. It's they slowly in a little jog motion. As you can feel they want to reach the land, but they have to move through the water.
So we hijack the boat now and run it right to the land. Okay, so honest thinking though, is there's been more suspicion that the Kodama getting to this location would act up wanting to go full steam right into the void. I don't know what a better word
No.
for it is.
So like they're not they're not
seeing
going.
them,
So the void isn't their objective. There is to
Yeah.
get off before the void.
yeah. And so he's just gonna look, since Nani's like the hive mind of it. He's just gonna look over and go and just point straight ahead or to the land.
Nani just clutches onto you. As you can see,
Sorry, say again?
Nani clutches onto you. As you watch the Kodama trying to like make their way to the edge of the water, you can see as like they get like closer, you can see them start to glitch and like become more staccato in their motions, more puppet-esque.
So, since real quick, and everyone could see the Kodama at
Mhm.
this place and time, right?
Yeah.
So everyone's watching this weird behavior. So I guess to everyone else, because there's a bunch of tiny spirits acting really weird, and as far as everyone knows, the tiny spirits are connected to Chifu. He's gonna make a motion of like, just with his thumb, gesturing over towards the land, and then just the Shaka sign of like, yeah, that sounds good, and just look for everyone's reaction. If everyone has approval towards it, I think I'm gonna cast Gust of Wind on that wheel to see if I can just offset this thing right into the land.
As before you do, before like, as like you do that, I'm gonna go down the list and ask: Does anyone react to Shifu? Does anyone like agree, disagree? Because the Spirit Kai will have a reaction. I'm gonna wait till you guys go first.
I mean, wait, hold on. we can use a reaction for this in the chat.
Oh no, I was happy to
Right.
go. As like, does Hayaka or Zorha, do they feel strongly towards letting the Kodama enter the water?
Zora's not sure what is the right course of action. But if Chifu thinks that will get us back to Tajima, then she's going to ready her glaive and just give a nod of just like, all right, Captain.
Wait.
Yep.
So the mini shaman people said they're gonna help us get back to Tajima?
They have said that. This is not arguably before. They have said they're gonna help you get back to Tajima. Is what they've said. But do you?
I want to do an insight check.
Go ahead. I was like, this is specifically the little.
Well,
Kodama.
dicks.
I want to use Fey Gift and say
Okay.
do it with advantage, and let's grab some temp HP while we're at it. All right, so let's get 9 temp HP and go ahead and re-roll your insight check. There you go.
Better.
With an 18, they don't seem like there's no like lie in them, as they clear, like as like the Kodama are actually trying to climb over, like you can see like their panic actually fill their faces. Like, no, don't let them off the ship. It's gonna be bad. It's not good. It's not good. The spirit's gonna corrupt. They're gonna turn into yokai. As like they try to keep them at bay, and then they're gonna be lost. As like they're trying to like, scoop them on as the Kodama are climbing over them. As like you're inciting them as this is happening, Piyar, they don't like have any ill intention towards you. Even like just like with how like they're treating like the spirits, like the Kodama spirits, as they try to help them. Are you guys? You guys gotta keep them. We gotta corral them.
Can I just out of character give one weird hint though?
Mhm.
Actually, I don't know if this is a hint at all. So Kaz, please don't feel the need to fill in blanks because I think the mystery of it's even better to it. Yokai are the result of a spirit that refuses to pass on coming back.
To a degree.
To a degree, yeah. But yeah, overall, like in the lore stuff, yokai in some way, shapes, and forms are they're still back in the world because they didn't find peace to pass through the gate.
Mm. Like as like you look at the edge of the river, you see those shadowy yokai trying like making their way towards the river's edge. As like they've been doing this the entire trip, just watching. As even the river itself is a yokai. Do you help the Kodama slip through, or do you try to help, or do you? What?
Hayaka would probably try and help corral them. She has no reason to distrust the shaman kami or whatever. So like she takes them at their word of wanting to help them get back to Tajima, so she's going to help corral the Kodama.
What about you, Piyar?
Yeah, I'm gonna help corral them too.
Zorha?
Zora's on board for Sifu's plan.
Oh, for
There's a
Sifu's
chance to
plan?
get
Wait,
back to
what was
Tajima?
Sifu's?
That's the duty.
Shove the boat to land.
And not let.
He's not going to do it if he doesn't have. He's not going to do it if he doesn't have the vote to for mothers though. So this isn't me going like, I'm still going to do this, guys. This is like he's taking the time to watch everyone like make the indication he could push them to land, but he was waiting for everyone's approval. He's got 1 vote yes and 2 votes no so far. Actually, I think that's everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell Shifu like they are really gonna help us get back to Tajima, and she's gonna look at them and go, right?
Of course. Like
Chifu's gonna try one thing
we
and wonder
can't-
if it's just complete panic state. Oh, go ahead, Kaz.
No. Go. Tell me what you can do.
He's not. He knows. He's understood. The Kodama are in this panic mode right now. Nani seemed to give him an answer that she doesn't know what's going to happen. So, he's just gonna take a gamble that maybe the Kodama are a reflection of Nani just being panic and unsure. So he's just gonna take the time, whatever, to like he did for his great grandfather, and just press his forehead with the Hongi greeting, and just as a whole thing of it's all right, to see if the Kodama calm down. But if it's a, with also the intention of if it's a farewell, it's a farewell.
Mm. As you press yourself, I'm gonna ask you to roll me a persuasion check as you try to persuade your Kodama. As you press your forehead, it doesn't stop them. As like they climb over, one slips through Reino's fingers. As you watch the spirit of the Kodam, this small little marshmallowy person, hit the water, and as soon as they touch the water, you see an extra arm grow. As they begin to start swimming towards the edge, eyes start to grow over their form, as they may try to reach land. Do you do anything, Shifu, as you watch the Kodama corrupt before you?
He can't really.
How do you know that? Have you tried?
I mean, best I imagine he could do is try to call them back, but they're already in the water, and so I guess he could. I could try using the cantrip gust to because they're very tiny creatures to cannon them over to the land. I don't really know overall. I mean, in Mage Hand he always uses is the Kodama. So like Chifu can't use his magic as himself.
If you let it swim over, the Shaman Kai are trying to keep pulling back with the help of Piyar and Hayaka. And Shifu, as you watch the other Kodama reach the end, you feel that spirit that tethered you to them. That link is severed. As soon as they touch the earth, you watch their form just grow slightly bigger, as like they're at the end of their marshmallowy hands. You see mouths start to form as more wisps and horns start to protrude from their normally cute and simple shape, take on a monstrous form as they just like move in just that higgledy-piggledy stop-start motion that yokai move in. How do you feel as you watch that happen, Shifu?
Not very comfortable. Granted, he's kind of understood a lot of them now are just kind of drones in a sense, but it's still not a good feeling. So I guess with an effort of something, he basically corrals the named ones that he has, the core ones, to cast web on the boat to see if that stops and keeps a lot of them in place to corral them, as others have been trying to do.
With web, as you gather help, or as you add to the aid, you're able to kind of net them in, swooping in, being able to gather most of them. Zorha, do you try and, as you watch Shifu shift from helping, how do you feel as you watch the Kodama reach the edge of as you watch them become a yokai, as they corrupt? And do you try to help corral them, or do you? Luxley?
Oh, sorry.
No, it's alright.
I think Sora's just going to resign to the acceptance that we're not fleeing the boat, and just lend a hand to just try and catch them. So it doesn't have many options beyond just physically grabbing them, but yeah.
Hayaka, Piyar, do you react or have any reactions? Do you watch them corrupt before we return back to the scene at the end of the world? Sorry, I mean I cut you off with your cheesecake. Go on.
No, you're good. I just took the
Yeah, Pierre's gonna be like, is it because of the water or is it because they got to the land?
I definitely think it's because of the land.
Bit of both as you watch it.
Bit of both.
The land
And
is
Pierre will...
like the end. Like if it was a race, that was the finish line kind of thing. It's how like it looks. It's like they're transforming as they move. But it becomes more, like as you watch them hit the land, that was when it was the most drastic.
Got you. Yeah, so... Yeah, no, Pierre is... One, gonna feel relieved that we didn't... that we said, no, we're not going over to the land. But is also gonna look at Chifu and go, I'm sorry your little bean turned into a yokai. Or your little bean got corrupted.
Oh, no, it's they go do that sometimes.
Oh, okay.
There's like a very specific set of them that he would be more concerned about, but yeah. He's trying his best. And I guess as we all just travel into the void.
Yeah, as you reach the bottom of the waterfall, I'm gonna ask what is everyone's vision of home? As I start off with Hayaka.
Hayaka's vision of home is honestly, it's of Tajima. For most of her life in Aisato, it was never a pleasant time, and especially the way she left Aisato was not on the best of terms. But ever since she brought her family to Tajima, it's just felt like home. And she would rather be nowhere else than Tajima.
As you look through the veil, you see Neko Iyo waiting, as are a few other folks from Tajima. Does Hayaka, does she move on? Or does she choose to stay?
I don't think she would move on. She sees Tajima as her home, but she wants, not saying the vision beyond the doors isn't real, but she wants to be at the real Tajima and be with
she
her
wants
family.
to feel its soil.
Exactly. She's not ready to go.
What about you, Zorha?
I think Zora's home is, again, Tajima, but not so much for it as a physical place, but because that's where her and her tiefling partner had moved to. And it's where she feels a duty to. And so it's Tajima as a people that are home to her.
As you see Neko Iyo look through the veil, you also see your neighbors from old Tajima. You see friends and figures that like once were so full of life that might have got caught in the evacuation, in the fires, or even the siege, the first siege. As you look across, as there's still your partner waiting back home, but going forward is the final step. What do you choose to do, Zorha?
I don't think she would move on. There's still either someone to wait here for, and hopefully it would be a long wait for them to show up here, or to go back and defend. There's no glory in the dying itself. Especially if Tajima is not yet safe.
What about you, Piyar?
Piyar sees Tajima, but specifically Taiga at Tajima. You're welcome.
And do you move on?
No, Pierre's gonna go the real Tajima.
Of course. And lastly,
She's cried her eyes out to her dad about having to go back.
and lastly, Chifu. Where is home for you?
Probably the sea. For as much as he goes home to Noelani,
Mm-hmm.
he always, or even in Tajima, he always finds the excuse to be out on the water. And he doesn't like this water. I've been looking at the map the whole time to see the flow of it and thought to ask, does he ever feel there's another there are other waves going any other direction, pointing to any other place, but it just seemed like it goes one direction. And he doesn't like it because he likes to explore, he likes to find stuff in the world and chart it, and there's nothing to chart with this. It's just one direction.
As Chifu... go on.
Yeah.
No, go on.
Out of curiosity, what does Nani appear as right now? Is still the Kodama or as Nani?
As you... Well, firstly, I'll come back to that in a moment. As, like, you moved across the waters, as, like, you spent time in Shurelair, especially in this time, as you get a chance to feel that spiritual pull that is the river. Once again, like you might have during Starry Lights. When the Lashan Sora moves, all the 8 main rivers move inland. They don't go out to sea. And all the mountains go in, all the waters go in. And some go out to sea, but like there are streams that lead back to the Lashan Sora so that those that are moving on can follow its path. As you're at the edge though, Nani, sitting on your shoulders of Kodama, leaps forward. And in this moment she appears as a goblin a hobgoblin once again. Her eyes, like that of a yokai though still, she turns to you. What do you want to do?
He considers it, seeing it for a moment, and also that everyone else seemed to have gone. And he really just kind of throws it back to her a little bit. And just kind of asks, do you trust it's gonna, do you trust in me?
She looks at the gate. And then she looks to you. Tears welling. As you can see, there is a uncertainty. But that uncertainty comes from not wanting to see you go and do what you no longer enjoy, or do anything you don't enjoy. She's been hoping that like she can muster some not to say agency, but almost even like just like a personal drive, as like as she watches you, like she considers stepping through, or even like just suggesting that like you can do it together. She decides, as she does,
Yeah, Nani, biggest thing is you have been the one growing so much, despite how much you think you are so limited right now. It's been you growing the whole time. I'm still same old Chifu. I can't do any sort of nifty ranger tricks without you helping. You you've wandered off plenty of times on your own. If you trust me to go back, then I will do everything as agreed. I will work on myself. But two, I will put every bit of free time and research to figure out if there's a way that I get to sit at Tajima, happy and waiting to see you come back to tell me everything you saw. If I choose not to go with you,
She watches you. Tears streaming. I just want you to enjoy what you have left and not have to worry about me anymore or what makes me happy, because I'm okay. I
I'm
promise.
watching you grow. I wish it was in the way I originally imagined it, but I'm still watching you grow. For all I know, we I may be shocked and see a day that I find out you're not at camp around me as usual, and I go learn you tagged along with Piyar or Taiga or whoever on you're helping them on adventure completely away from me. And that would make me the most excited because it is my original dream that you go on an adventure and you come back and you talk story and I see the torch and I see the family torch passed on to you. It's just like Aurora had said one time. It doesn't matter what form it is. I have you there, and that's what I should be most grateful about.
She struggles to hold back her. You hear this sorrowful tone in her. But what if I dropped that torch? And now there's no one left to pick it back up. And that's why you cling and hope that you can see me grow, you can see me see that girl that you told stories to can have that wanderlust still. If you want me to stay.
And I know we'll end up talking again. And it just means I have to come back and have way more stories than I originally planned. It'll be a huge pain in the ass. I promise you that. But we will all sit down again and I will tell all the stories of every different adventure I watched grow and kept track of what they did. So that the biggest thing is that we'll always have stories to tell about. We'll always see things that younger people go and do. That's what our family's done. I mean, we've never been, well, except for your father, because he has to do village chief stuff, but we have never been the ones that do all the big things. We are always the ones that enjoy going and creating the pathways to watch others travel them. So our joy is seeing all the people that travel along the way and what they can manage to accomplish. And if you're not there, I will just go and work even harder then. So when we come back together again, I mean, I have such poor habits. I'm 58 right now, and I'd say we give it 10 more years and we'll probably meet up again.
She reaches forward and just places her hand on your cheek as you feel what would be cold in this place is warm. I know. And I can wait for those stories. And I don't mind waiting for as long as you need to fill as many books as you have the energy to write down. It's okay, Uncle. And it's okay to be scared that, like, you'll be alone, because you won't be. As she goes and presses her forehead to yours, she takes in a breath. She places a hand over your heart as you feel all the Kodamas swarming around it and latching to it. You can see that as she pours herself in, you can feel her becoming colder as the Kodama latch and swarm around you. You see that their forms, what were once target eyes and fangs and extra limbs, are pulled back into their forms, and they, at the cost of Nani's own energy, they're able to stay and return, and at least return back to what they once were. As she's almost faded all the way up to her face, as you can see her body covered in target eyes, and a few mouths have appeared all over her. She looks at you and watches you with her hand.
Yeah, and that's not so much fair. Like, you're sure on this?
I'll still be here. She points at your
Can
heart.
you? Yeah. Oh, I mean, you can at least knock off 20, 30 years, right? Like, maybe? No?
She smiles at you. She goes to, like, wipe and, like, trace your wrinkle lines on your forehead. And she clutches your hand. It feels like you've been plunged into the waves that you can see beyond the veil. But as she holds him, you can feel it's that warmth when you swam, when you taught her to swim, when she was barely able to walk. When you taught her to row, to stroke, to sail, to enjoy the ocean.
He's gonna be chewing on this for a bit. So, yeah, he's gonna be very, very quiet for the moment, but it's still lingering in the very, very back of his head of just the whole thing of, like, shit, you did promise her. So yeah, I didn't know where you wanted to quite continue on that, but I guess for the sake of everyone else, yeah, it's easy to clock. Chifu looks like he was cheated in a bet, or in a gamble. It didn't pay off the way he wanted it to. But well, no, I think that's pretty fair. Like he's coping.
As you linger and wait, and just try to mull your decision and your thoughts as you watch the waves through the veil, as Shifu knows, time can be as long as he wants it to be here. He can hold the moment. He can end it or sustain it for as long as he wants or needs it to be, for him to accept, to decide. And as you wait, Shifu,
Can I ask one question real quick?
Sure.
Because you kind of threw in a detail of something. So you mentioned in this case of noticing like the different waves and paths, right? That normally he would not be able to see or perceive. Can he, and like the studying and stuff he usually enjoys doing or does as a default, kind of determine or like take a moment just to listen to which waves go where?
as you, from where, at the bottom of the void, all the waves, every ocean, every sea will end up here, because it brings everyone here. Chifu will come back, one way or another.
Yeah. And so now the Kodama, when he summons them or whatever, or just has them around, they're just there and kind of waiting for instruction in a way.
They are, as Nolani passes on her essence, her energy, her spiritual energy to you, leaving a piece of her with you. You are their master, as their forms no longer masked by the fickleness of Otherworld.
Yeah.
They are at your whim, by the cost of Nani moving on.
Yeah, so he goes to join everyone else. This group, not... Yeah, of this group. He joins everyone else.
As Nani looks over the group and nods, she pulls away at the netting that makes her belt and leaves it before her and places it before you. As you feel her hand go to touch your feet, she places her hand on her head, as she will then go place her hand over her heart and present it to you. I learned this is a SurrealLampost custom on our trips, she said with a warm smile.
I am very impressed. I studied nothing of SurrealLampost customs before getting here. I'll take a look at that more.
It's for our loved ones and our elders. And my heart is presented to those I cherish, those I love, and those I wish to give everything to. And Uncle, thank you for everything you've done and everything you've tried. And I'll see you again soon, I promise. But don't
you're
don't rush.
no. You were a real pain in the ass right now, and I have way too many stories that I have to go collect now. So yeah, make sure when I do get back though, like I need all the notes on like, great grandfather. So make sure
I'll
I
get
have
all of them.
everything I need to know. Oh yeah, thank you.
And as Nani turns, one last look at you, Chifu, one last look at the boat, she steps through. And she's gone. As I'm gonna let you think on that one, Chifu. As I'd like you to tell me how you feel on that next session.
Yeah.
Because as you're separated, it's that coping, those thoughts, those memories, everything's just flooding over you. You don't even get a chance to fully realize and let it just settle. As the boat makes its way back up, the spirit Kai telling you, okay, we're just gonna wait. We're just gonna get to the entrance, and we're gonna just they're gonna just let you go. That's what they did to the last group. We just said it was fine, and then you guys can go back. It's gonna be fine. And if the worst case scenario, Aura and Umiko and Aurora will fix it. As they guide you back. That's where we end the session.
Yay!
Thank
That
you all
was
for
beautiful
playing.
work, Kaz. That was really good.
You all did beautifully this session as well. So I'm gonna pop the XP. And yeah, no, well done everyone. You guys did excellent. Like I know, especially with like you guys playing the NPCs, there wasn't much, but like Chifu and and Piyar both beautifully done this session. I really enjoyed, especially like that last scene with Nani. I really liked.
Mm.
Alright.
We didn't
How do you spell her
hijack
name? Is
that
it
boat.
just N-A-N-I?
Well, sorry.
Yeah, it is.
How do you spell her name? Is it N-A-N-I?
Yeah.
Sorry. And yeah, no, you guys did grand, and I appreciate, especially again, Crux and Mimicry for like allowing them to have the floor, but still making it impactful, making it special for these folks that look up to them.
Yeah, no, I knew going into this, I wasn't gonna have like a big role this week, and I was more than fine with that. I was just along for the ride.
Yeah.
So like on the break, I was thinking of like the saddest shit I could.
Good. As
and then whenever you started describing it, I was like, I'm done. I'm over. I am absolutely cooked.
I'm very